Evening, Farmer Dan, how are we doing? Evening, not lad. Ain't too bad, thanks Dan. It's getting the old, you know, links spread here, there and everywhere. What I forget. And then I'll be, you know, only been playing with the notification squad, as it were. We don't want to be doing that, do we? We'll get lots and lots of people watching, so we can get 200 subs. That's what we want, 200 subs. And then we can aim for 250. Yay. Not that really matters, but hey ho. Right. I've already had a quick peek on the server. We've got some oats to harvest. And for some strange reason, all of my kit has disappeared from where I left it. We have no 724 sitting right here, which is just shocking. I'm a bit early as well. I think this is probably like the first time I've ever started a stream early. Go me. Oh, you're getting there, you're getting there. Yeah. I had a Fent park just here. That had a loading wagon on the back. Wouldn't surprise me if he had done something. Evening Adam, how are we doing? Actually, before we forget, I'll just take a picture so I can complain about all my kit going missing. Evening Mini Farmer, how are we doing? I know who it was really, it was that Adam hiding my kit. I know where the Land Rover is, so we'll go and get the Land Rover first. Because it's, you know, the closest thing. Evening Wayne, how are we doing? Who's been hiding my kit? Evening Melwyn. Yes! Well, unfortunately for you lot, I know exactly where stuff is. Don't need to go rummaging for it. It also means that there will be payback. Ain't too bad, thanks, Wayne. Oop. Roll on winter when nobody comes on the server. When there's nobody on the server, it means I can get up to all sorts of things and hide things here, there and everywhere. Wait, there's one. I know it's mine. Oh, yeah, I'll let him off. They put it back in my name. Right. The next. Whoop. I'm in that much of a rush to find stuff. I didn't look before I drove across the road. The next one, I'm 90% sure. It's going to be up here somewhere. How good does this map look in autumn? Alright, there's the next one. These that ones are nice and easy to. I ain't got any license, not lad, so I don't need an FS license. Right. Oh, no. Should be able to get it out of there. He says. Hey, I found the door button. There we go. Right, that's that. Found. They actually shut the gate as well. I'll let them off. It's probably because they decided to be funny, or tried to be funny. I know exactly where the Black Beauty is. I know exactly how to get it as well, unlike Wayne. Right. Let's put these back where they belong. Just means tonight's stream shall be delayed slightly for a few minutes while I get everything. This Fent is just a 724 mod with a couple of tweaks on it. Not too sure where we got the original one from, but I can possibly find out. I won't be all surprised if they tried to ramp it off them, that's fine. I can hear it, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I've got magic. I'm losing the plot. Right, I can hear it. No, I don't think the sound is standard. Must have run past that about 6 times. See, I don't need people to hide stuff for me, I can lose it all by myself. I was actually thinking Wayne might have reset it, but no. Right. I'm surprised I didn't hide the teleander as well, to be honest. I didn't even know Adam was in. Didn't even know you joined, Adam. No. Yeah, must have been typing when I was doing all my setting up. Right, go and get the 300. Ooh, I was lucky, I thought I was going to get... Oh, I got done for speeding. Oh. It's the first speeding fine I've got. At least I think it was a speeding fine, I didn't look at them this time. Tonight's agenda is, hopefully somebody with a combine is going to come and harvest field 24 and get a wee bit of oats in. Not taking any chances with this now. Doesn't it, mate? Yeah. Would break down, wouldn't it? I've got to spend money on maintenance. I don't want to do that. I don't like spending money. I just need to find whereabouts in here they've hidden it. I'm 90% sure it was there. Cheat and check them out. Yes. Doesn't sound... seems alright. George. Oh, you plank. I went to the wrong sell point. Oh, I'll go and get the 724 first. Can't believe I went to the wrong sell point. Yes, no more grass. Yeah, we're doing some spud carting soon. There's a few farmers with potatoes need harvesting. Right, here we go. It's good that we can drive underwater, ain't it? And it's still got the weight block on the front, that's alright. When I find out who hid my baby, they're in trouble. Well, I've just realised this is going to be a massive pain in the booty. I mean, that will follow me. If it breaks down, it's going to get stuck, ain't it? Just on the little island. Meet me at 24, Wayne. That's the easiest way. By the time I get kit back to the yard and, you know, should be okay, thanks Adam. I've got a few fields left to harvest, but they ain't ready yet. I'm only doing 24 as it is ready to harvest. I'm going to try and get a few winter crops in as well, if I can. Great, got a cat on the desk. Go away, kitty cat. Go on, Podgy. Go, good boy. Evening, Saint. How are we doing? That's part of the scripting. Door opener script. You add a trigger in GE and a bit of coding in the XML. Don't ask me how it all works because I ain't got a clue. Adam or Wayne will know better. They know how to mod. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Having a cat on the desk is not easy. Right. Oh, I've never actually seen that sign on there before. I'll have a look at that in a minute. No, it's not in here. Bit further up yet. Wood chip sell point. There you go. What Adam said. What Wayne said. Land Rover mod is VF's Land Rover Defender with some tweaks again. Cat, get off. Buy food, go on. Down you go without taking half the computer with it. Thank you. Oh. Cats. No, I don't want to bring back furlough. Ah, little field for the free grass, is it? It is. Ooh. Okay, that gate doesn't open. If I find who's hidden these, they're in trouble. There we go. Might as well leave the door open as well. If you're just doing that. See, we like to help people here. We do. So long as these two ain't trying to rob me Fent again. We'll be alright, won't we? Surely drive on the right side of the road. It's not where I left it. I wonder where it could be. Right, where have you hidden it now? Children the pair of you. I will admit Frontier is one of the best mini communities, if you want to call it that, or whatever you want to call it. That I've come across. There you go, Molly's on stream. Molly won't be on stream no more. Too busy watching chat now, I'm going to crash. I just know it. No, I'm sure she will be. Wayne, if you're going to harvest a field, don't you need a combine to harvest it with? I don't have a combine harvester, which is why I asked somebody to harvest it for me. Unless you're going to run through the field with a pair of scissors. We've been halfway done with first headland by now. Hasn't Nathan got a combine? I thought Nathan had a combine. This is where I find out Nathan doesn't have a combine. Yeah, I ain't leasing one. Not for one field. I appear to have lost a car. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. Right, now we've sorted this fiasco out, and if I find out who hid them, they're in trouble. Because I won't just hide their tractors, I'll hide every single piece of their kit. Right. That's good to hear, not lad. Ooh, I need to check the cow stats as well. I have a funny feeling they may need food. Thought I was a bit low down. Do 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 do. Oh, I think I only need what, 8 subs to get to 200 now? Oh, 8 more subs and then we can get 200. I'll be happy. Oh, but before we go any further, Dalton, yeah, I'll remember that, hopefully. Turn that off, there we go. Map looks better now. If I'd remembered, I could have brought the other 724 appear for cart in, and then I could have taken Black Beauty down to field 33 and ploughed that. But as we've only got one field to harvest. Evening Fast, how are we doing? Oh, not bad. Made me crash, Dalton. Tut tut. Look at Adam ripping up all that grass. Grassy iOS, no. I want iOS. Right, have a check of my cows. While I'm sat here waiting for Wayne to come back from convoy. Not doing too bad. They need mucking out though. Well, at least Wayne's sort of on his way. Can you please remove your furry little bum from my mouse, Mr. Kitty Cat? No? Okay. I just love it when cats don't listen. Doits? What doits? Oh, the Deutsch Combine, yeah, that was only leased. I'm not going to lease it just for one field. So what have people been doing today? Much of anything or not a lot? Maybe. If not this one, then the next one. Need to get a Fink Combine added to the server first. You can't have. I hope you get your mojo back for it soon. Fast. homework's overrated. It's not really. Do your homework. Why couldn't Wayne bring that himself? Hang on. I don't know. On your way at 2 miles an hour. Hey, Budgie Plus, yes. Give us some plus. What sort of map are you waiting for, Fast? Apart from any. Fat fingers. That's. Why am I typing when I can just talk? I always do that. It's very kind of you, Adam. Thank you very much. You can see her. TX as well. Yeah, a lot of people are waiting for Sandy Bay update. Dare I say, me included. When it comes out, I'll do a. So I haven't watched any Sandy Bay content, and I'm gonna be naughty. Oh, alright, we'll join voice chat as long as Wayne behaves himself. VC.
Hello?
Evening.
That's just me. Oh, it's Crumble. Oh, hello,
It
Crumble.
is Crumble.
That was a bit of a palaver, was that?
Ooh.
Yeah, Nathan decided he was going to start harvesting one of his fields, but took the header trailer away.
We left the trailer halfway.
I was going to say, there's a header trailer dumped.
Yeah, I went and got it.
You know what Nathan's like with his slapdab jobs.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
Nathan all over, really.
Well, yes. It's I've been spring cleaning the yard this evening.
Can't spring clean yet, it's in your autumn.
Well, autumn cleaned then. So you missed it. You should have been streaming yesterday afternoon when me and Adam were on here. We was racing each other for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, we were on for 7 hours. So
Yeah, 7 hours we was
sort of
carting
lose our
grass.
mind.
Just wait till
Yeah.
winter hits and we start doing the jumps from the landers.
It's yeah, Mike didn't seem all that pleased that we was creating. Well, he said we was cutting through his fields. My argument was we was making mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it's made, isn't it?
Yep.
Sure, I read somewhere in Sainsbury's and one of their wrappers it's made by idiots going through fields that aren't theirs. In all fairness, I didn't actually have a choice at one stage because I've got that Lelay forage harvester thing, and it's the back end swings so far on it. I got stuck in the field because I couldn't get round the gate. So yeah, so it's basically go for a field or reset my trailer with 40,000 litres of grass in it, which weren't an option.
No.
It's you know, I don't mind losing like 1,000 litres, but
How much did we do? We probably did the best part of 2 million litres of grass over 2 days.
No, more than that. You had about 2 million yours because there weren't much. Like when we started yours, there's probably only a couple of thousand litres in that BGO. So you had nearly 3 million. Then
Probably
we done
500,000 for you, Nathan.
Yep.
And
That was
another-
$1 million in total, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
And then whatever we got for Morton.
Morton.
So yeah, it's got to be getting on for the 5 million mark, I reckon, in literage.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. I'll tell you, I've never been. I didn't ever think I'd ever get bored of grass work till yesterday.
Why do you think I'm ripping it all up?
I know I normally have about 1.1 million between my two plants.
Yeah, but we found a quicker way of doing it now, so Crumble.
Yeah, the wagons. they
Yep,
were-
don't bother with the chopper, use the wagons, it's way faster.
Got
Then you have-
got foragers.
It's,
It's fun when you've got like 6 or 7 people on,
Oh yeah.
but with 3 or 4 people, it's a bit back
Yeah,
and forth, waiting, back and
tedious.
forth.
that's why I jumped at the chance when you said, does anyone want to do harvesting? I was like, oh, can you have something else other than a lawnmower or forage harvester? He's like, please, that's it, that's my calling.
I'll do it for free.
Always do for Crumble. It's,
Always do.
it's between him and Nathan, so I don't get
I'm just
involved.
debating how many fields I rip.
It's like Morton yesterday after we helped him. He was like, how much do I owe you? I was like, I don't know, give us a fair price. He's like, what's a fair price? I was like, I don't know. He's
Didn't
like,
pay you anything.
no. Yeah, I did say to him I'd let him know, but I just shan't bother. I can't bother because I just feel rude asking people. You know, other than a bit of diesel, I was on there anyway, so it's not cost me any time.
That's just it. A lot of the time we don't pay each other for contracting work because we help each
Yeah.
other out. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in all fairness, he did come and compact the silo at Nathan's yard once I'd filled that
Yeah.
in, so, you know, I mean, it's... But, yeah, it just don't bother me. I mean, me and Nathan make plenty enough money doing the farming side of things, you know. I mean, it's not like we're paupers. I mean, we've got nearly 325k sat in the bank. So. And we're all right for toilet roll after Nathan went out and panic bought that and pasta during the epidemic we had. Well, I'm definitely going to have to mute the stream now because I can hear myself. Oh, I hate that when that happens. Hang on. Back,
That's what happens when you don't
back,
pay
back, back.
attention.
It's because I cruise control them. There we go. It's so used to travelling at like half a mile an hour, then when it's full up, all of a sudden it's like speed.
Always struggle getting the combine line up.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
The hardest one is when you're doing it when you're driving alongside,
Yeah.
speed matching them.
No, it's cruise control for that.
It's no, you're right once you know what speed they're doing, but it's figuring it out and you're seesawing and you start to get a bit seasick.
Most combines are about 6.
Yeah. I'm 6. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's 8. I think
In
the
it-
choppers can do 10, can't
I don't know. Well, when there was like 11 of us and when we was doing crumble stuff, I was struggling to get 4 out of that chopper. With that lag we was getting.
they? I meant the chromes and the new one, big circle boat ones.
Oh yeah, I think know about that. Yeah, no one seems to have one of those weirdly.
What?
A proper the forage harvester.
Nah, I did have me katana, but it's a FPS killer,
Yeah,
so it
That
wasn't
went
transferred
quickly.
from Western Shore. No,
Right, I'm
West
just gonna-
Coast.
just
got
gonna
left.
get rid of this stream quickly. That's it. Because I hate hearing my voice back. Sound like Pat Butcher.
I would do a server for fans, Dalton, but I don't really have enough time at the minute.
I've got one, but the trouble is we can't do one with using the equipment we got on here. Is the big issue.
Yeah.
Because although some of it is public, majority of it isn't. Even this map, we don't have the public release version. We've got a slightly edited one and an
Yeah,
older one.
I mean, I've got an in-game cultivator here, and the front weight is in public mod, but everything else is private, isn't it?
And that's
That's a
obviously
private edit of the Marstons, private fen, and that.
Yeah, we,
Combine's private, isn't it?
if we was to release it all and it came back, it'd all come back to us lot and be hell to pay.
Yes.
Sam
I mean, you
Gibbons.
could do it with majority of the stuff on here and then do your own edits. I mean, I'd say 90% of the mods that are on here are available publicly anyway. It's
Yeah,
generally
like
the stuff that's done is adding things like IC and stuff, which is nice, but it's not a
Texture work as well.
yeah, it's not like a game breaking thing not to have it on
Yeah.
there. You'd
The
soon survive
amount of
without it.
work that Ian and Sam and somebody of us put into retexturing half the stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think when he first started making the map, he spent about 6 weeks just redoing textures.
Yeah, I remember him saying.
I mean, he's made normals for everything.
But yeah, I've got a 17 server. I can't seem to fill up. Nathan was supposed to be on there with his mate, but they've never turned up in 2 weeks, so I gave up with that one. I kept asking Adam, but he didn't reply, so I took that as a no.
Well, I can barely get on it. Well, barely.
Lies. I told you, if you record Thomas a Tank Engine, I'll have more than enough hours in the day, but you don't listen.
I would do it, but at the moment I'm only getting... Well, my streams a week are the only time I'm getting on here, so...
Otherwise he gets grounded.
Yeah. Nah, back before Corona, I was getting sort of, 6 hours a day when the kids were at school.
Yeah.
Now, that's all
Yeah,
gone.
I know. Ain't your school's opened yet, then all you're doing what my sister, you're not sending them back yet.
No, it's not open for everybody. Foundation
that?
year 1 and year 6 have gone back. And
Yeah.
key workers kids, but...
Yeah, my sister's not sending my nephew back. Like she said, when the Houses of Parliament go back, then I'll send him. I was like, yeah, but the thing is, I'll be the same. You know, the government are telling you it's perfectly safe, but they won't have members of Parliament. It's like, nah.
Well...
When you lot put your lives at risk, then we'll do the same with our kids. Until then, do one. You know? They're not guinea pigs for you to figure out whether something bad's about to happen. Which, let's face it, with the way the public are behaving, it's probably looking likely we're going to have a second wave.
Yeah, I mean, we did say that yes, we would like them to go back, but having talked about it, there's what, 7 weeks of school?
Yep,
yeah,
yeah.
there's not much left.
Well, 6 weeks now.
Yeah, and they've already had 10 weeks off, so another few weeks ain't going to really make a lot of difference, is it?
No.
Plus, the last few weeks of primary school age are just messing around.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't remember getting
that's
anything
too
done
early.
in the last few months of anything.
I
No.
hate that when you do that and you reverse too early and your bit of wheat goes offline. It's like, oh, poop.
Not wheat, it's oats.
Are you bailing? Are you bailing now?
No. Well, yeah, he will be, because then he can turn it into compost, and he's got the moo-moos.
I mean, I can go get my baler if you want to do it now. I don't mind. I'm nearly finished this field.
Yeah, you can
So-
bail it if you want to, Adam. If you're bored and want something to do.
I've decided as well, I'm making a new mod. I'm
yeah?
making sirens for the tractors,
Making
for
what?
when we're making sirens. But they're not going to be like Enor. They're going to go moo 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 moo.
You just want that for your racing.
Yeah. You just said it right, Crumble. We come out. I said, "Oh, I'm going to put my spoiler up," and Adam went, "Hey." And I opened up the back of the forage arm, just racing up the road with it. The things were spinning like mad out the back, so it's just like bow de sears hanging out the back. It's that Adam. He leads me astray.
Get about
What?
6 weeks off in summer.
Yeah, 7 weeks. I think private schools get like 8 or 9, don't they?
Don't
Something
know.
like
I've
that.
never.
Posh kids.
Yeah, I've never posh
But they
enough
have
for private
school
school.
half terms and everything.
You got to be like Crumble rich to be able to afford things like that.
I would.
Well, I don't know. Them models you're buying, I've had a look for a load of class ones. Some of the places want like £100 for a. It's like, yeah, right. I don't think so, mate. I could probably get a real life one for about £100 more than that on hire purchase. I'll just try that round my living room.
Nah, mine are cheapies. I say cheapies.
It's any more than £1. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
See, what I need to do is get a 3D printer, because then I can take all the models that are in game and print them off, and then just paint, then paint them up with all my paints that I have for my normal modelling. Because you can't get a modelling tractor anywhere to build yourself.
That's a good point. Or like sort of try and convert a 3D model into an airfix sort of kit.
Yep. Yeah, or just print it out as in the model and then use your model paints to paint it.
Oh yeah.
It's one more headland, I think, and then we'll start the up and downs. Just put me boom in before someone hides that, because there seems to be someone hiding everything on here lately.
I know, it's shocking. Who would do such a thing?
I know, especially to Molly. And what does she ever do to anyone?
Gets in the way.
she doesn't. Well, she's the star of the
Where is
show.
it? Where is it currently sat, Wayne? In the middle of the road?
Only if you've moved it in the middle of the road.
No, because you abandoned it to go and grab the combine, didn't you?
No, I parked it in the field.
Ah.
I was going to say, if it's where I left it, it should be in field whatever it was it 92 or whatever it was I fetched this from?
94.
That's it. Yeah, so it'd be in there. It's shocking.
Indeed.
See, what I need to do, I need to buy a cake shop. Right? So that I can bribe Sam with enough cake that it will let me convert this to 19 just for us to use on the FD, and I'll do a 19 server for us lot, and we can have it running on both.
Ooh, no.
But it'll need bribing.
I think it would be ruined in 90. Because you'd have to convert all the skies and everything.
I've seen pictures of it converted in 19, and it kills it.
Ah, but was that with Oxy's new lighting and stuff? Because
No.
that's major difference. Yeah, like doing a comparison with Meadow Grove and Shamrock, it's like worlds apart. It's actually quite playable now. I mean, the sky being pixelated can still be an issue, but that varies from map, because a lot of maps don't have that. I think it's just some of them are a bit hopeless. It's I'm still waiting to start my Farmer P farm.
Nearly took out the electricity then?
Don't want to do that.
Not that he's put me under much pressure after he's done 2 YouTube videos about it. It's like,
He's done 2 now.
yeah, well, the first one was him sitting in the garden and saying that obviously he'd been approached.
Oh, God.
He was having an iron about it. Like, he was still deciding because of it being obviously a security risk and like someone else said, but you can find the farm on Google Maps anyway, so it's no more security risk than Google Maps already is.
Security risk? What's he got at his farm?
Well, farm equipment, and he does get a lot of farmers get a lot of equipment nicked, but
True.
like I say, with Google Earth, it don't really make no difference what you do. I mean, like I've said to him, I'm not going to obviously make public knowledge where he's got security cameras because I specifically told him not to tell me that information because I don't need to know it. You know, I mean, not that I'm into stealing tractors or anything, but it's
just revealing a secret hobby.
yeah, you know, I mean, I don't tend to associate myself with people that behave in that kind of manner, but
No.
Well, what have you been doing recently, Wayne, on the server?
grass running. Don't know what you be. Where your farm on the toilet? Who's literally stole a tractor whilst he was in streaming? You know, it's like who could it have been out the other 2 people that are on here? I mean, Cross, hang on a minute. Let me just get the number for Inspector Clouseau for this one. You know, it's like he comes on. I mean, yeah.
You not being here didn't help my chances of not being guilty.
See, if
You were
if
next
you're on
to
your
me.
own, then you would have been busted straight away.
Yeah. See, I bet, in all honesty, I'll bet you a pound to a penny, he thought it was me.
Was it? Did you think that?
I was 50-50.
Because everyone always thinks with Adam that the butter wouldn't melt, and it's like, oh, I see. Oh, they do. Everyone, they're like, oh, Adam's just a little baby. It's like, yeah, you don't know the half. You want to come on here when I'm on here with him and he's misbehaving.
Come on. That's you.
Yeah, I'm the good half.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I'm the good half.
Oh, I'm in reverse.
Well, yeah,
That was
you generally
close.
want to if you're going backwards. So you didn't do what you did the other day. Left it in reverse.
Took you out.
Jumped on the throttle and then decided to plough into me. It's taken over from Crumble. Right, it's time.
When we just jackknifed into each other going downhill.
Yeah, and when you tried to wedge me into the fence.
And then I hit the fence as well.
It's like, yeah, cheating rascal.
Oh.
That's great.
12 people watching, that's pretty cool.
Yay, hello, 12 people.
I was going to say, are we now the sole entertainment on the stream? Green.
No, no. This is our moment to shine. This is my moment. Right, is me headed
Crumble's
down.
gone. He's AFK.
Yeah, I know. That's it. Party time. Right. Engage. Thrusters. Go. There we go. Got a bit of GPS going.
I'm
Going
using
on.
GPS.
Yeah, come.
Can't
I mean,
not
I
be
know.
using it.
I know. Technically, this combine being it's 8,000 years old wouldn't have GPS on it, but I had it retrofitted. Well, if Welker Farms can do it to a 1970s Big Bud, I can do it to this. So
Yeah.
nobody's got any argument for realism now because Welker Farms have put play to that.
It's just a little dish on the top, and isn't it?
Yeah, it's all it is. Yeah, there's nothing not special about it really. I mean, the features that it can do are getting more advanced, but the actual technology is nothing new. And GPS, I think, started in about the late 80s, early 90s in America and that.
I think Massey developed theirs in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, he's back.
Hello. Yeah, Adam was being naughty.
I was. I don't. What do I do?
I don't know. It ain't nothing to do with me.
Ben-
I'm not responsible for you. I'm responsible for me. I'm denying it until my solicitor's here. I'm pleading the fifth.
Not again.
Yeah.
Do you think we annoyed Mike by doing that?
Yeah, he didn't seem all that amused. Although saying that, he didn't seem that amused earlier that you covered over the BJ either.
No, I think that was Morton, because mine was pretty much full.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. We wouldn't have got nothing else in there anyway, really. Cut the crumbs on the end.
Plus, he was there when we did it, so he could have said. It's not as if he wasn't on.
Yeah, he definitely. I don't think he was amused yesterday, to be honest. He's only having a bit of fun and weren't hurting anyone.
I think it's understandable after 2 days of 7.
Don't know, all this lockdown thing and that people's tempers are a lot shorter than they normally are.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got kids to deal with. I mean, luckily mine's 18 now, so she does her own thing.
Are you going to unload this combine or what?
Sorry. There you go.
Oh,
How
sorry.
did you do your that field track you've got in your field, Wayne? Did you put a tram line in it, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, it's a bugger when they turn up and causes right havoc with the traffic, but you know.
Oi! Come back here!
No, don't want him.
Oh, finishing the job. You've definitely been hanging around with Nathan.
Oh, I've been hanging around with Nathan. I would have fallen asleep in the gate.
Oh, don't. Yeah, that's who's got like 500 hours on the server. He's only been on it for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He logs in. He's like most people like turn YouTube on when they go to bed. Nathan don't. He turns FS on and then goes to sleep. Oh dear. He was really bad week 4 last because his computer chair's broken. So he pulled his bed over to his computer.
Oh no!
Me and his mate are on Nathan's 19 server on his new Meadowgrove that he's done. And me and Woody are like talking, and I was like, "Where's Nathan gone?" He was like, Nathan. Like an hour later, he's so it was a bad idea. Put me bed here, so I just fell asleep. So, oh, for Christ's sake.
Yes, he does love falling asleep when he's on the server.
I think that was soothing tones of Wayne to put you to sleep.
Well, this is it. You know, it's my Pat Butcher voice. What does it? It's yeah, he does like to go AWOL quite regularly as well. It seems.
Yeah.
Without telling anyone. Took me 3 days to get hold of him. And then he was like, I'll be back. This was Monday. He was like, I'll be back later tonight, and he wasn't back. And then yesterday, he was like, I'll be back tomorrow, and he's still not back.
Oh dear.
So I'll just wing it now. I'll just do what I think needs doing. So, well,
I've been winging it ever since day one.
if I'm making him money and I'm not costing him too much money, then you know I'm doing a good job. And let's face it, I'm not buying tractors every week.
No.
He is.
Yeah. So no, I don't buy anything unless I absolutely need it, and if I can, I'll borrow it off of someone else so that I don't have to spend the money. if it's something that we don't have. Which, to be quite honest, I think we've got most things now.
Yeah. The only thing
Something.
I'm missing is a combine, and no point every farm having a combine, is there?
No.
Well, no, it's
I'm missing a lot of stuff, but I'm not going to
yeah,
bother.
your marbles mostly. I can't believe that comment earlier in Discord. When he's on about the ploughs, I can't repeat it here, obviously, but when I put that, I literally read that and I was just like, oh, I can't believe I've just said that. Have you not seen it, Crump?
Probably not.
Yeah, you'll have to go and have a read in the.
I said I was going to
other
upgrade
channel.
my plough to a bigger one.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
said,
yeah, I saw it.
yeah, yeah, and I was like, I can't believe I've just said that. I'm waiting for Sam to spot it, to be honest, because I know I'm going to be getting some sort of sarcasticness back. There we go. Yeah, I've kind of left the door open for that, really. It's just one of them things, you forget your surroundings, you know, in any normal circle life you could say that and no one would think anything to it. But with a room full of adolescent men, it's, yeah.
The only adolescent men there are you, Stu, Adam.
The worst of it is, I think I'm the oldest on there. I'm 38.
Nah, you're not the oldest.
I'm probably not far off it. I think Oxy's 70, isn't he?
Oh, I missed this bit.
I think Stu's a little bit older than me, isn't he, I think.
Not sure, but I know you're definitely not the oldest.
I get the impression Stu's a little bit older.
Yeah.
His comedy seems more mature.
More mature, don't you mean? More immature? We're on about the same Stewie. You know, bearing in mind that pretty much everything he says is non-repeatable anywhere else other than in that room.
Stu's comedy comes from the wrath and being a dad.
Yes. Yeah, you got to have your dad jokes.
Yep.
It's, yeah, I mean, half of my jokes I don't repeat to my mum. I tried once with her a few years ago when I was in my early 20s, where we was having like a wind-up about Mother's Day, and she's like, what you getting me? And I said, a set of saucepans, and she actually flicked me around the ear roll, and it freaking hurts. It hurts more than you think it would.
Yes.
Yes, it turns out you're never too old for a smack bum.
No.
It's like my dad, because he's quite short, he's like 5'4", I think he's my old man. And I was about 13 when I got a little bit, I mean, I'm not tall myself, only 5'8", but he said to me, he said, you might be taller than me, but he said, you'll never be too old for me to bite your ankles.
I've never intentionally sworn in front of my parents.
No, I've sworn in front of them, never at them, although my mum, I'm more sedate with my language, especially the C word, because that's my mum's most despised word on the planet. She actually sends me out the house if I say the C word near her. That's when I know something's really wound my mum up. Is if she uses the C word, something's peed her off big time, because she hates that. I think she hates that more than the N word, to be honest. It's yeah, it's yeah, but then I think most blokes tend to be. I mean, it's like I've always said, the only true woman a man is ever frightened of is his mum at any age. You never stop being scared of your mum.
No.
It's whereas my dad, although I mean I know my dad, if I got lippy I probably would get a punch in the face, doesn't really intimidate me. Like, you know, when you're kids and you used to be naughty and your mum was like, wait till your dad get home, and you're like, oh, so that's gonna stink. you know, you go across the front room like calling the game, trying to avoid him. You know he's gonna bleed me out. But yeah, it's yeah, generally he just tends to sulk now if I annoy him. It's although he did shout at me a few years ago and knocked his cup of tea over his brand new carpet. It's yeah, he wasn't too chuffed at that. I was like, well, I can't help it. I'm your son. I was made that way. You know, you should be proud of me.
Your channel's growing quite well, Crumble.
Say again?
Your channel's growing quite well.
I know.
Well, he's put manure on it, hasn't he? Oh, my flashes have come on. Oh, listen to all them. Oh.
Yeah, no worries, Dalton.
No, it's weird. Ain't dusting all that lot in the stream yet.
What's that? I don't think anyone else is on.
Normally gets quite busy.
Yeah.
Although, to
it's
be
nice.
fair, that's normally when Nathan's in there and we're all ripping it out of him. Oh dear. He makes me laugh. He always comes on because obviously he still hasn't got his headset that he ordered about 12 years ago. And he always puts in the chat, he's always like, "You're all mean to me." Thing is, it's too easy not to be because he can't physically speak back. You have to wait for him to type. It's like, "Oh God."
Yeah.
You know, it's like, we'll have the banter without you, mate. You know, it's like, it shows you we love you. Someone has to. But yeah, I imagine he's at his sister's again doing the bush. That's not a euphemism, by the way. That's, but he's been down there, 4 times in the last 6 weeks, and they still haven't managed to trim it. So I'm assuming it's quite a big hedge.
I'd assume so.
Either that or they're using scissors.
Knowing Nathan, probably.
Yeah, he's probably trying to save a bit of money. He's like, yeah, I'll just do it this way. He kind of reminds me of Michael Caine in the Italian Job at the end, when he says, "Hang on, lads, I've got an idea." That's Nathan to a T.
I am surprised that his headset hasn't arrived yet.
You and me both. I think it's got to be a
He
good
ordered
6
it.
weeks.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember
Well, the
him
only thing I
mentioning.
can presume is he's ordered it from China and they're bringing it over via canoe.
Probably.
I hope you don't open it anywhere near me. Coronavirus everywhere. I've actually seen that on Facebook where people have ordered stuff on eBay that's come from China and they're opening it outside because of the bubble wrap. They're scared in case that the air inside the bubble wrap might get out and it might have coronavirus in it.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, scientifically, they're not wrong. It's a scientific possibility.
Like, actually in the bubbles?
Yeah, because obviously where they're filled with air, but where they're sort of not, they're failing to see it is the air that's in there goes through a machine anyway. There's more chance of you actually catching something off the bag if someone sneezed on it than you have of anything off the air. But yeah, it's just like, is this what stage we got to now? A lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm never buying Chinese food again." It's like, why? You're worried about bats now. What about all the cats and dogs you've been eating for the last 20 years? You know, it's a bit late to start worrying now about what you're getting in the Chinese. You know, no one's
Half
seen
the
the
stuff in
about
Chinese is local, though. It's not as
Yeah.
if they import the
local
meats
cats
and
and
stuff.
dogs, yeah.
Wow.
There was actually a Chinese here got done for that a couple of years ago.
Ooh.
They was using cats. It's it does happen. Not a
I know
sermon.
there was like a lamb meat scandal where people weren't using lamb. They were
You
using
know,
beef.
everyone liked the horse burgers what Tesco's was selling.
I was going to say, don't forget the horse.
I mean, in all fairness, I
My
don't
Little
blame the
Pony.
Chinese for putting like animals in their food because the Chinese do believe that one man and his dog is a cookery show. So I mean, you can't, you know, you ain't gonna stop me buying Chinese. I like Chinese food. It's nice.
How many fields have you got to harvest today? Is it just that one?
Yeah, just this one.
No, that's 800,000. Then I'm charging for the overtime for looking for your tractors while I was waiting of dying of old age.
Well, I did say that you needed a harvester. You could have been
Well,
starved.
no, when you said on the Discord, you're like, "Is anyone coming on to do harvest with me?" Or should you just do what you did the other night when we rented Derek?
No.
It's but yeah, and then I'm sitting there waiting, and then that's why I said, "Do you want me to meet you at the shop?" Because I thought, I'll drive the combine to the field. And then I remember you was like, "You've got one." I was like, "Have we?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah." Adam was like, "Yeah, Nathan's one's in field thingy bob." I was like, "Oh yeah, so it is."
Let's have a look and see how much. That would have been 11. I think it was about 15 grand for me to lease combine last time.
Right, so if I charge you 17, then that's perfect amount.
You can wait till harvest is finished.
Oh, hang on, wrong side.
Missed a bit.
Where?
Far end.
Far end? What, again? No, not. You did this last time when you was seeing me. Hang on, oi! Trying to put me brain in.
Ring of roses.
Yeah, let's go up here, because I'm not seeing nothing on mine. Oh, yeah, he's right. Oh, dear. It's because I don't have me depth of field on that deep, see? So it's only a tiddly bit.
I can see it from here, so...
Yeah, I
That's
couldn't see it.
probably why I'm only getting 15 FPS.
Yep, that's why I turned it down.
Oh, I'm getting 30. That's nice.
It's,
25.
I'm getting 21.
I know I could adjust it and make it a bit
But I've
better,
figured a
but
way I could fix a lot of the FPS problems on here, but it's getting Sam to agree to it.
Bale storage just...
Yep.
Yeah, but Bales is like fundamental.
Yeah, but what you
That's
do is
Bale.
you don't use the models that come with it. You just take all the bits and pieces and put them in the barns we've already got. So then that way we could all have the amount of bales we want without it causing any issues. Because I think me and Nathan have got over 1,000 bales in our yard.
And you were blaming me for causing all the lag.
Well, no, doing me. I've got to wait for Nathan to get back because we're apparently renting Dusty's machine to turn it into Dewberry. What's it? So, and I'm
Pellets.
I mean, theoretically, I could say to Dusty, "You're coming on," but Nathan will cry because he hasn't got to play with the new toys. So you know what he's like. Well, I can't be doing with him spitting his dummy out because I'll have to put him on time out. Right, everything done? Right, that's it.
Go.
Yeah, perfect.
Anything else you need doing this afternoon?
Now
Yeah.
we've got the
You do need to sort your cow because your grass is really low on your cows. I noticed earlier. It's Inzy red.
You won't get
The
any more grass.
Oh yeah, that's from the field, isn't it?
Well, there is if you tip it in the thing. You can feed them grass if you've got any.
Yeah, I haven't got any.
Nah. Yeah, you can feed them grass.
I had 2.8 million litres, but it's all closed off in silage now.
Yeah, but yeah, no, you can.
That would have turned to chaff anyway, so it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you have to do it with the mower and then bale it as just grass.
I mean, it was grass when we had it in the wagons yesterday. I don't know if you noticed.
It's,
Only turned to chaff when we dumped it.
Yeah, the only way you can get it into a trailer that it doesn't turn to chaff, you have to get the actual forest harvester and put the proper attachment on it. Because there's a grass pickup that doesn't turn into chaff. And that's as far as I know the only way you can get it into train unless you want to scoop it up with a bucket, which is many hours of time there.
My forager does grass, doesn't do chaff.
No, well there you go then.
What am I caught on?
Knowing you, probably a tree or a lamp post or any random
Anything.
furniture around the map.
A wall?
Yeah, or just something invisible.
Tree.
There we go. Yeah, you don't see me and Adam ever getting stuck.
Wow. Nobody witnessed the loading wagon fiascos of the other night.
Yeah, when I rescued you and ended up wedging myself even more originally. He's like, yeah, that went well. Thank the Lord for Difflock.
You managed to get a gate post in between your fuel tank and your front axle.
Yep. Yeah, that was well, it would have been alright if the mud flap had have gone with the wheel, because when I was turning, the mud flap was stuck to the post, it was staying there. Yeah, if I could have got out and kicked the mud flap to one side, I'd have been laughing, but no.
Yeah, can't do that.
No, unfortunately. Blame it on Adam. It's bound to have been one of his mods that he's messed about with.
No, I haven't touched the Massies.
No, that'd be why they'll work.
Well, I say,
Oh, feel the burn.
I still need to fix this case back.
There we go.
Good
See,
point.
Bruce, my point. Oh dear.
Alright, give these a wash.
What, your pants?
No.
I was going to say, ain't your birthday, is it?
We had to wash our tractors like 3 or 4 times yesterday.
Yeah, it's amazing how much mud you get from collecting grass. You can go and plough an entire field and hardly get any dirt on your machine. It's like,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. It's barely getting dirty at all.
Yeah, I think we got dodgy grass. It's broken. I might as well do this field down here. If Nathan, Crumble, is this field actually Nathan's or is it somebody else's that he's contracted to do? It's field 90 something.
No.
92, 94?
Yeah, 94. Is that
Yeah,
Nathan?
94.
Because you've got them all in your book, haven't you?
Because I know, obviously, a lot of fields went up for sale about a
I
week
would
ago.
admit I haven't updated it since Fields was sold.
Yeah, it's got. I think it's wheat or beans in there, or oats or something. I can't remember now. And I just tipped. I think it was wheat, but yeah, it's. Yeah, I know I know all of Nathan's grass fields, but I struggle to remember his arable ones.
I can't see 90. Oh yeah, yes, one of yours.
Ah, right, sweet. I'll do that now then. Give me something to do.
Couldn't see for looking.
Yeah, I must write down all of Nathan's fields. Like I say, I know like the fundamental grass ones because I tend to spend most of my life in them. And a lot of
I
these.
know all of my grass ones.
He seeded all of these while I was only new on here when I seeded yours. Did that harvest alright, that field, by the way?
Huh?
Your that one I planted for you.
Yeah.
It failed.
That was my
Lost
first ever
the
field
entire
I
crop.
did with proceed. That was.
I ain't had no Fields fail yet.
Yeah, I got pretty good at that proceed now. I can smash it out of the park with that now. Like a
Well, I've
season.
done it once.
Yeah, it was terrifying first time. I got Nathan to set it up for me because I just got. The thing is, you look at it all and you're like, oh man, that's a lot to take in.
I think there's a way to link it with GPS, but I haven't managed to do that.
Yeah, it does it itself.
Yeah.
Literally, you put GPS on open proceed, and then at the top, on proceed, hold down control, and where it says manual, you just swing along to it. It does GPS, and then as long as you got your row sets, if you want your tram lines on 24 meters, you do it. So it's like a thingy bob. You do it like every fourth line if you've got the right width seeder, and then every fourth thing on the GPS, it'll automatically do it for you. It's speezy. There you can romp through it.
I should get some more bales in there.
I won't play 17 without proceed on there. Yes, that's joined my must-have mods, seasons, GPS, and proceed. My must-haves.
Drive control? Gearbox?
No, don't
You
like
don't use
it.
those, do you?
No, it's not my bag. Love it on 19 because it's been done a hell of a lot better, but yeah, I don't like it on 17. I know Crumble does. He loves it.
I quite like it. When it's set up properly.
Yeah, it just infuriates me.
Have you used that the Case Family Pack, the C and the D's? I don't know if you've seen them, but they've got a fully animated gear stick.
Sweet.
Changes gears with every
See, that's the
single
other issue, which is what I don't like about it is that if you've got the Logitech equipment, you can use your gear stick, but I've got Thrustmaster and it doesn't support it.
Oh.
It's I mean, I have got two Logitech sets up in the loft, but I stopped playing with those and went to Thrustmaster because they're better. It's I mean, my gearbox alone costs near enough the same as a Logitech wheel and gear stick does. Yeah, I paid 195 quid for my gear stick. Yeah. Yeah, the wheel pedals, because I've got the pro pedals, but yeah, the wheel, the pedals and the gear stick all together is about 475, give or take.
My gearbox is the Y and the A button on my Xbox controller.
My gearbox is automatic.
I was going to say, this
And then
thing's
I've
got
got
CDX though, so I don't even need to use them.
Then I got my Cytex side panel. Yeah, my wheel came from Germany because I got it a bit cheap. I saved like 50 quid. But just had to like 2 weeks for it to get it. The only downside was it was left-hand drive when it got here, so I had to alter that a bit. But
I've got a single wheel.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Sorry.
I actually thought it was going to be Crumble that fell for that. I was very disappointed. I'm a university student. See?
I didn't even do a full year.
No, it shows. I think you definitely need to enrol in a course of sarcasm. It's it won't last long with us lot.
Just because I don't get the dad jokes yet.
Give it time.
Yeah, give it time.
About 15 years.
Generally, if it's lame, it's probably a dad joke, to be honest. Like, I remembering my first dad joke that my dad told me when I was at junior school. I was about 8 years old, but I was so chuffed that I shared it with all my friends at school and had them all in hysterics, and it was. A man walks into a pub and says, "Can I have 2 packets of plain?" And the barman says, "We ain't got any plain, but we've got helicopter." And as an 8-year-old boy, I thought it was absolutely rip snorting hilarious. But that was the first dad joke that I ever remember my dad telling me. That was clean, anyway. But obviously, you know, I mean, I had to wait till I was a bit older for the proper dad jokes. It's but yeah, it's although weirdly my uncle didn't seem to make me wait before he told me some what would now be classed as not politically correct jokes.
Good evening, Dusty. How we doing?
Oh,
Yeah, I'll speak of the devil. I know he's due to be on here in his John Deere and he's smashing the place up. So I mean, he's got a nice Massey, the 80, which I want, and he drives around in a John Deere. It's just disgusting behaviour.
I know.
There's only one sort of green you should have, and that's class.
Nah, Ben.
That's why it's called class, because it's classy.
Nah.
Although, unfortunately, until Adam gets his backside in gear and learns how to use Blender properly and models the entire range that I've got in my class pack on 19, I'm not happy.
I've done one already. Sam's done another.
Yeah, not bad. Dusty.
See, that's the worst thing is you could have turned around and said, "Why aren't you doing it in Blender?" But you don't, you defend your position.
Why didn't you do one in Blender then?
That's too late now.
You've got a year and a half's more experience with it.
Yeah, and I'm not happy about it because my year and a half experience over you, as it shows, is, well, you're just weird. You're one of these special children that are just good at everything.
Great. Is that a compliment? I don't know.
You're like Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Yeah, from the Big Bang Theory. Do you know how irritating it is? It's cool watching what you do, but it's so irritating that, like, the first thing you did when you're posting it up, and it's like, that's wicked smart, which it was, and then you sit and you think, what, you know.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
I got really frustrated with Blender earlier. I was deleting some faces.
When you delete the wrong
I deleted one face from the wrong part of the model.
and didn't
Of
realise.
course, you have to completely undo all the rest of the deleting.
Yeah, see, I know a way around that. Well, it's not so much a way around it. I'll just go back into edge mode and redo the face. It's quicker.
Oh, true.
The
it was more than one. It was
The
like
worst one
5.
I did, it was my first barn that I was doing for my friend's American map. And I was probably about 75% done with all the modelling. I was just doing like all the little knick-knacky bits to it.
Yeah.
And I was moving a vertice, or vertice, however it is, wherever the singular is. And unbeknownst to me, when I selected said vertice, I selected another one that I didn't know about. And it wasn't until I was doing all the texturing and couldn't figure out why everything was flickering like mad that I'd grabbed hold of another one and dragged it the entire length of the sodding barn.
Oh dear.
Oops.
Which then took me ages to figure out how the hell I was going to correct it. It's especially after I'd done merge all duplicate vertices. Of course, it deletes that vertex then because it then becomes part of another one. So I had to delete the entire back end of the barn and redo it all. And it's like, yeah, it's definitely true. They say you learn by your mistakes because I'm at a hell of a lot more care now.
Is that your baler crumble or is that Yelly's you follow?
This is Sam's one.
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
it?
well, I thought you was bailing anyway, see, don't pay him crumble. He said he was going to do that.
Sam got the yellow one, didn't he?
No.
He changed it.
No, it might be Ellis actually. I can't remember.
Yeah,
So I think Sam got the. I remember berating him for it. He said he was going to get the red one, but the yellow one. It's disgusting. Buys the yellow baby.
I'm just waiting till I can afford to buy the Fent one.
Oh wow.
They do the little Fen one, didn't they, for part of the BSM pack? That's not too expensive. It was about 40k, isn't it?
Well,
To
I'm
come
going
and-
to end up with 2 balers. Well, 3 balers actually.
So
What?
do you not think it might be like wise to sell one?
Are you going to get the 4x4?
I'm going to have the Fent 12130N, which is a 4k baler.
Oh, and you're going for a
Let's
big
look in the
baby.
shop.
and then I'm going to go for the other Fendt 12130N, which is a Heston baler,
Yeah.
and then I've got the
There's
round baler.
two of them. That's what annoys me because there's two of them. They're the same, but they're not the same.
Yeah. The Heston bales are for bedding, and quad bales are for feed.
Yeah. I'd like to do that, but I mean, I've got this little chrome thing, which is all right for me.
We got two. We got a class Roland or Roland, however you pronounce it, and then the JD square one.
Oh yeah, I've got a round as well. That's for silage.
It's although Nathan only did have the round. He used to do all rounds until I come on and said, right, I want a square one. So he had to buy a square baler and a square wrapper.
I'm all on squares. I haven't got any rounds.
Although we're going to try and avoid the bales as much as possible and use the pit as and when, because it cuts down on the FPS issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might just lease the Heston stuff when I need it.
Hasn't anyone else got one you can like rent off of them or borrow?
Nah, nobody does Hestons yet.
Yeah.
I only do it for OSR straw for bedding.
You know, no one's still done that yet, as far as I know, for 19.
What, OSR straw?
I don't think they have anyway. They might possibly. I think you can do it if you use that new thingy add-on.
Straw harvest.
No, the maize, whatever
Oh,
it's called.
CM.
The problem is with that, it has to be added to the map for it to work, whereas the other one, all you have to do is put the script in as a mod. And
Yeah.
So, and unfortunately, there isn't too many maps available with it on. Although it is nice that the modder that does it, if you send him your map, he'll do it for you. So,
Oh, alien pool. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do it all for you. So, which is what I should probably do when I do Farmer P's one.
I mean, it does get you more use as that.
It's I mean, it's a fantastic idea. It's like I say, it's just down to this, you got to add a load of crops to it. Otherwise, it doesn't work. It's but they do both support the what's it, the CCM mod, which is good, where you can make silage out of. You can use one of the silos to make pig food by putting maize in it.
Yeah, Maize Plus, that's what they're on about. You know about Maize Plus or?
Yeah, there's that, and then the one that before it, which is just a script, is called CCM.
Oh.
Then it's literally all it does is, you know, like on the bunker silo, when you press F1, you get two options. You can either do it as normal silage or pig food silage. It's basically fermenting there, does it? So maybe that's on 17 and 19.
I think it was. Yeah, there was one on 17.
Yeah, I used it all the time. It's a blooming good mod, because the good thing is it's literally just a script, so you just dump it in. Because there's loads of extra mods that people have made for it for 19 now, like special choppers and stuff that you can put it into. Like if you've already harvested your maize, you can put it in there and it will convert it, and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty cool.
Sound pretty cool. How's that?
Keep doing that, pressing the wrong soothing button. There we go.
I'm just
I'll do
putting
that
my
You do what? Pressing the wrong buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm using it because I have the GPS. I have, you know, the activation button.
Yeah.
I have that as 24, and then my cruise control's 22. So I'll keep pressing 22 instead of 24, and then start herring off down the field with my cruise control.
My cruise control is 6 and 7. No, not cruise control. GPS is 6 and 7.
Yeah.
I don't have any shortcuts for it because I don't have a side panel.
No, I use 0 to open the thing on screen, and then I use that to do the bloop bloop bit, as I call it. What am I doing? That's it.
Yeah, I have 6 to turn it on. Well,
Yeah.
bring the hood up, and 7 to turn it on.
I forgot how high hours this massive is.
I keep meaning to do Proceed, but Proceed generally is not. You can kind of get away with just having it on the thingy keys, to be honest, because you don't really press it all that much.
Nope.
It's not so much of an issue. And generally, once you set it up, which you do with the mouse anyway,
Yep.
you know, you're pretty good to go. Unless you're doing manual, but even then, you've only got to press the 8 key. So it's not, you know, it's not really all that bad. Big field, this.
Did you get bored of cultivating, Adam?
Did you give up already?
No, I was in my field doing something with my bales.
It's probably harder than another one of your tractors. His headset probably died again. So what we've noticed with Discord, when you're on it for a few hours, it starts like muting your headset without you knowing. You have to unplug it all and everything's right faff about.
No, he's lying in bales at the moment. A bit pointless constantly use auto only, but you know.
Yeah. Although I use that, what's it, bale grab today, which I really like. I can't stand that BSM thing. Where you have to press X and everything else and to grab hold of the bales, it just don't work properly.
Oh, I love that bale gun. The locking script, I love it.
No, so I use the one that come with the straw harvest where you get the little hooks.
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't
what I
die. I just go and do something.
Yes, that's what you use. No one, Adam, the one from the straw harvest, Adam.
Yeah, the lizard vertical bale gun.
That's the fella. Yeah,
Favourite thing, because it's got spikes and it's got locking script.
yeah, see on
How high do you want these stacked? 2 or 3?
Just 2 will be fine, Adam.
yeah, in single player I use the CSZ pack, so I'm alright with that. But we're not allowed it. I did ask Sam, but Ian said that the script was so badly done that it'd need rewriting, so they didn't bother.
Yeah, that's one thing about Ian, he knows his script.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, I've used it on loads of multiplayers and never had any problems, but I think they're worrying about it doing something with like other scripts and stuff, so at the end of the day, it's their choice, isn't it? So.
I've never liked how that thing has an extra camera. Whose idea was that?
Yeah, I don't like that, if I'm honest. It is a bit of a foof.
And then in 19 they've created a script to remove that camera.
And they changed the add-on script now. Instead of like, you know, before where you drive up and then it'd collect like whatever, like a pallet or whatever, now they've done it so that it attaches like a tool. So you go up to it and then you press the Q button or whatever button you've got thingy for it. Then you take it where you got to do it, and then you basically detach it like you're detaching a tool. It's like, well, why have they done that?
That's a bit weird.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you've created yourself more work because you've now got to get that the pallet forks to recognise all pallets as an attachment, which means you've got to write a script just for it to do that. It's like with the auto load, it's way easier. You just put a node there and it's done. Yeah, so I don't get the logic behind that one, but you know, unless it's something that works better with the game or something, I don't know.
Fast.
It's
How come you got double tram lines around this field?
Because it never got cultivated or ploughed before it was re-drilled.
crumble skiving as usual, slacking.
I think what it was is because winter was really bad for snow.
Yeah.
And it didn't clear till sort of, you know, middle of late spring.
I was going to say what happened to the snow.
Don't
You
know.
panicked
I came
about
on,
it and now it's
you know,
gone.
I came on, and there was literally, it's been sunny the entire time. There wasn't even like a cloudy icon or nothing. And then it's been like all the other days. It's raining tomorrow and Thursday. So
It definitely said snow tomorrow.
Yeah.
And now it's
Yep.
just rain.
Yeah, if you
not
weren't
that,
forecast, it changes.
yeah, like the real weather.
Yeah, but not that much, surely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a big variable into it.
I don't like that feature.
But then that's been rewritten or tweaked for the update.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a big update coming because we've got all the prices and everything's being done as well, isn't it? And the
Yields.
yield amounts,
Yep.
which
Just
is what
a
me and
map update.
me and Nathan are waiting for the yield change because sugar beets apparently is being done so you get less yield but better price because the price on it's
No,
horrendous.
harvest it before And then when the price changes, you'll have more to sell.
I have a job I ain't got any planted. I don't get involved in that. I don't think I'd get a say, to be honest.
I've got a shed full of sugar beet waiting for the update.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had sugar beet combo.
Yeah. It's locked in the shed. No, the update should be adding sugar beet as a feed
Yeah, it's both.
Oh yeah, I remember.
for cows.
In that case, I'm going to do sugar beet. I was debating whether or not I do, but if it's going to be added as a feed, I will.
Yeah, no, Nathan decides what crops he wants to grow. It's I know he said he wants to do it for the update coming, so it'll probably be something we'll do for the next season coming in. It's but yeah, I'll just generally do as I'm told. I mean, to be quite honest, I wouldn't really grow much different to what he does. I mean, grass is still, as far as I'm concerned, the best thing to do on it, because the money you can make from grass work's just biblical. Because there's so many options, stuff with it. You know, you've got all the silage sort of stuff. Then you've got
Hay
you got hay pellets. It's and they make considerable money. You know, 10 pallets of pellets makes 35 grand on average, which is just insane amounts of money.
Well, I've got a load of straw that's going to need pelletising.
Yeah, I don't know how much you get. I know Dusty and Nathan were saying you don't get a huge amount, but obviously you'd still get more than you would if it was just bales. It's
It's been a while since I've used anything with gears.
but yeah, we tend to with ours. We what's it with our straw? We sell loads to you, and then we put the rest in the composter.
Oh, I love it
Evening,
when the
Nathaniel.
bales.
Talking to
Fly.
Adam and Wayne on the server.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh,
You do know me, just under another name, Mandy. Yes, WMR modding. Oh, I'm full up again. Yay. Oh, so I'm telling you, getting some yield off this field. Jesus.
do you need carting or anything?
I've got 2 doobies in here at the minute. Oh, hang on, I've opened the shop. Wrong button. Come on. Open the pipe. There we go. Jesus. Ugh. Yeah, no, Nathan did have some foresight to bring 2 trailers down here, and I'm still on the first one at present.
We did that with 50 and you got through 3.5.
But yeah, this first one ain't far off being full. What have I got in here already? No, it won't tell me. I'm not close enough. Poop. It's detecting the other trailer. It's telling me there's nothing in here, but there is plenty in here.
I think you actually have to have a tractor connected to it.
Yeah.
No.
Mod to work.
No, you don't. It works when you're nearby as well.
Is it?
Yep. Yeah, it works like a glance mob. That's why I was doing when we was doing the chopping, when I was bibbing at you lot, because I could see how much you had in your trailers. But yeah, if you're near, it's because there's an empty trailer literally right behind it. It's
I
And the
thought
what's
when
it-
I was
big?
when I was baling in 15 and we had the trailers at one side and the combine at the other. It showed what was in the combine because Nathan was driving it, but when I went past the trailers just parked up with no tractor on, it didn't show. That might have just been because.
yeah, right. That's
I'm pretty sure you do need a tractor attached.
yeah. I think you might do actually, because I'm not getting nothing in. I normally do. That's one trade.
Mine's just come up with 100%. What's new? Nothing.
I was gonna say one trailer's just fill up to 100%. So want the second one now. That's it.
Grab these
Yeah.
bales and spread some poo.
Pardon?
Grab some.
Do you want me to load them onto your trailer to add a little bit of realism?
It's up to you. If you wish, you can.
I've nearly finished field stacking them, so.
I don't know. He's gonna start spreading poo everywhere. Better get me goggles on.
I've got a lot of poo to spread.
Have you? Now you have Weetabix again.
Oh, I walked into that one.
Yeah, I'm surprised Crumble didn't jump in there. He's slacking.
I've got my trailer wedged.
Oh, well, there's something new. See, we've got nicknames. I miss the sat nav because I constantly get lost, like literally all the time. What did you call Crumble earlier? What's his new
Mr.
nickname?
Crash.
That's it, Mr.
Collision.
Crash.
Collision clipping. Whatever you want to go with.
I'm gonna have to see if I can get this tyre removed.
You know, there's a few things in the. I'd like Sam to move the wall spawn point in our yard because it's silly where it is.
I've got a bunch of tyres at the edge of my silage pit which are just blocking me picking up these tiny bits of chaff. So
Yeah, no, it's we've got where they spawn. It's right in the drive line of another barn. So when we're putting the bales in there and you turn, it whacks the blooming the pallet out of the way, and then it won't refill after that. So we ended up with like a shed full of like one bit of wall in it, and it's like yeah, it needs moving like to the side somewhere really.
the last time I did sheep properly was FS13 on the Xbox. Westbridge Hills.
Got some good money for wall earlier because there was a great demand on it. I've got what was it, 38,000. We only had 6 pallets, I think it was 6 or 7.
Are you on your way, Crumble? Oh no, he's still
no,
stuck.
he's crashed again. He said.
Had to go and get his telly to fix it out.
Oh look, you ain't doing your singing, are you? So you can sing while you're on here. We don't mind.
No, you're right.
And we might join in with you.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, where's your sense of adventure? See these youngsters crumble.
Pick it up, is it?
Oh, you got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key.
I wouldn't.
The only person getting a brand new combine off me is me.
See, I don't know whether you, Adam, probably was too young to remember, but men behaving badly back in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember.
I wasn't born then.
Yeah, there was a there was an episode on there where they all go down to like Devon or Cornwall way for like a standard caravan for a week, which was like proper hilarious. So anyway, they needed a pint of milk, and the bloke that owns the caravan so happens to be a farmer, and obviously it's his field and whatnot. And he's Gary, like one of the main cats. He says to him, "Oh, we need some milk." And he went, "When I saw you a pint of milk," he goes like that, and he goes, "How much is it?" He goes, £5. He goes, £5 for a pint of milk. He goes, "That's blooming expensive, isn't it?" And he said, "You wouldn't see that if you had to park your combine harvester in Safeway's car park." He's stuck with me ever since. It's other silly things like that stick in your head.
Well, that doesn't work.
Although it doesn't now, but virtual
What are you trying to do? You're trying to push your trailer with your telehandler.
You see this tyre right here?
Well done.
I've got the rear bumper.
If there's a
over
delay
the
in your
tyres.
if there's a delay in the stream, I'm just seeing you flip your telly.
At least it's loaded on the trailer.
That
So
is
you-
one way to do it. That's for sure.
Are you still stuck?
Do the whole the drive forward, the detach, attach, jolty method. That's pretty
I've
good.
tried, it doesn't work.
Also, what you can do, if it's a trailer, I know this because Nathan does it. That BSM Dewberry,
Kafab bale fork.
yeah, you can pick up everything with that, literally everything. Yeah, Nathan puts our telehandler on the back of a normal bloody trailer. It's hilarious. It's yeah, just, I don't ask me how he does it, but I know he does.
But the
So you
issue
might
is he's
be
just
able
got his telly upside down onto the trailer, so you can't.
Yeah, well,
If at first you don't succeed, reset.
yeah, you give up and let Adam have a go.
No, I'm not. I'm not getting involved in that.
No, well, to be quite honest, you're just as prone for getting as trapped as he is.
I got stuck once yesterday. At 7 hours of karting and clamping and rowing. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, after you cheated and
Got stuck like 3 times. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did bury the tractor with the silo, didn't I?
Yeah, but in all fairness, the third time I got stuck wasn't technically my fault, although technically it was, because that was when we was racing down the hill. And I came
Yeah.
onto the road, but didn't actually go onto the road. I bunny hopped over the entire street, landed in the field, and had a massive tank slapper and wrapped myself around the telegraph pole.
You did 380-degree turn.
Literally just span it right round. The thing is that that forage wagon with 40,000 litres of grass, it's a bit of a pendulum. It's yeah, it tends to weigh more than me than Molly does. She seemed to enjoy it anyway. I mean, she didn't moan. Although that might
it is 280 horsepower, so.
Although that might be why I had £1,000 repair service earlier on.
Well, I've chipped my Puma to 175 now, so I've got an extra horsepower.
Beast.
I think that's 215, 216 horsepower? No,
But
225.
what we need to know is that Ford going to be on here that you're making?
I'm not making it, it's Matt's. I'm just unuding
So you're
it.
taking his 19 one and putting it in 17?
Yeah. And the beauty is, right, I think I can do it to skinned models.
Adam, you got to look at my stream now.
Oh my god.
No, let's have a look. What's he done?
Pull the boom all the way in slowly and it should flip itself over.
Let's have a look.
I've done that with my JCB.
Oh dear.
They're making babies.
Oh dear. Probably the only one.
That's
The
how
only
Fred
person
made
around
that
it
new
still-
telehandler.
It is.
It's always
Figure
someone
out
has
how
to
they did
start
it
doing stoppies and everything
The number
everywhere.
of times I got my JCB right up on two wheels when I was stuck in those bales for them to fall over the next day.
Well, I don't know. Learner
I
drivers.
just wasted my time.
A little bit
Yeah,
of
no.
bad driving happened. Is what happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, my Mattie's waiting with the bales in the field for you to come.
Yeah, no feces, Sherlock.
I'm just.
Yeah, give me a
Continue.
minute. It's got to run down to the shop to pick my bell trailer up.
Oh yeah, I had a question I've just remembered. Do you remember if Ian ploughed all his fields before he planted grass?
Oh, That's one-
As a
one to
guess,
crumble.
yes.
Because I went to go and put the plough on and it turns out none of the fields need ploughing, so that was a bit surprising.
I think he did. I'm not sure.
Okay. That's a hidden bonus.
I've only got 6 minutes to get to the shop before they close. Oh no.
Well,
yeah, did you know our little secret on there's been removed?
Yeah. So you will
Not-
only.
not yet.
Not yet, but.
Yeah, in the update, yeah.
I don't think that's fair.
I don't.
Of course it
Not
is.
fair. Well, on a single player save game, when you're in complete control of the time, yeah. But on a multiplayer server, when you might not be coming on at the ideal hours.
You just wait
I
till
think it's
the
a
time sync
bit-
back on.
What my issue is I wish
Ooh.
I had never been informed that it was possible in the first place, because before I knew, I always made sure I got there when I needed to be there, whereas now it's like, oh, it don't matter, I'll just drive through the shop. So I kind of feel like I've been diddled out of it, and now it's like being removed. It's like, seriously? It's like, played it for 3 months, never knew that. Now I finally found out it's being removed anyway. You know, that's like being given sweets to find out that they're just chocolate-covered Brussels sprouts, really.
Well, it
That
was
would be
fixed on
quite-
the public release.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Then I unfixed it. Yeah, I unfixed it on mine. Couple
I
of
don't
tips.
think I have the public version. It's probably in another mods folder I've got hidden somewhere on my hard drive.
Mine, although mine I couldn't release back to the public because I've edited Seaview for the sheep. I've moved a gate there, and Sam's farm. I've added a couple of extra sheds up there and a pit for putting the compost in. So I couldn't release that publicly. Not that I would anyway, because it's already a public map to start with. So it's pointless releasing the same, and it's someone else's map. How can you get lost in your own sodding field? Seriously.
Easy.
Oh dear.
How have you managed to do that way?
I know, I was driving along.
you and your
and I-
gates.
No, not even that. I'm driving in the middle of the field with my combine. It's full up, and I was like, "Oh, the trailers are down here." Gone all the way down to the bush, and look, where's my trailers gone? Then realised they're at the other end of the bloody field. So it's disorientated.
Right, I've got my bell trailer. I'm on my way back now.
Okay. I see you on the map. Oh,
I
you're still
feel you
shocked.
when you get there.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh,
colour
but you enjoying the stream, though. That's the most important thing.
I think so. I think that's what Nathan says.
I know I've got a copy of West Coast. Only a handful of people have got.
Yeah, you got
West
the
Coast.
server copy, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah, they've got server edit.
Once I hit 200 subs, everybody gets to see it. So
Oh. Hopefully it's not cold.
Everybody needs to sub then.
Yeah, come on, everybody.
you get to see the edit of the map, not anything else. Well, you get to see the edit of the map and the mods we were using.
Oh yeah, wasn't Yelly? I saw you ask Yelly for it, didn't you?
Yeah.
The last version.
Special request.
Yelly is a bit like a library, really, isn't he?
He is.
Well, I think it's just a
In the
tattoos
nicest
on the
possible
I'll give it a
way.
one.
He's got all the knowledge. He's a bit of an admin everywhere.
Oh, was he a London taxi driver? Where'd you look?
Oh, he's an American, isn't he?
Oh. See, these youngsters just don't get it, do they?
Well, I've never been to London and got in a taxi, so...
Nor have I, but everybody knows that London taxis, after there's a test they have to pass called the knowledge. They have to know of, like, it's like 70% of every street in London before they can be allowed to be a cabbie. Yeah, they're the most highly educated cabbies in the world for that, at least. And you wouldn't think it to look at half of them.
No, but
With the egg down the t-shirt, but then if you was in London and you got lost, you walk up to a cabbie, they'll know exactly where you need to go. It's
I don't know if they could help you, Wayne. You get pretty lost.
well, yeah, but it's all right because I've got
If you can get lost in your own field...
Waze and Google Maps on my phone, so
Oh.
good to go.
Maybe get another one just in case.
I did actually use that. My last job I had was working, New York Bakery. I worked for them.
The bagel company.
Yes, I worked for those. And when I went for the interview, there's like, we're up like it's like an industrial estate where I live, and I don't drive, so I got the bus up there,
Yeah.
and I got into this industrial estate. Now I'd screenshot it on Google Earth before I'd left. And when I got there, and I'm looking at this screenshot, and I was completely disorientated to where I was in reference to the photo I took. So I ended up having to use Google Maps with the walk setting to get me to where this bloody New York bakery was. But so I'm glad I left 20 minutes earlier than I needed to be there, because I ended up getting there with 5 minutes to spare. It's
yeah, I still remember when I got version 0.1 of this map.
yeah, but you was
Was it pretty bare, or...?
tester, wasn't you?
It was literally just the road and that was it.
Was the road nice?
Yeah. Needed tweaking, but
I do think the roads are very smooth on this map. Not many of those nasty little crests.
Yeah, it's one feature I do like.
Oh,
that they
you're
do
back
allow
in the
it,
field.
that
I'm
you
coming.
can, load
Running
maps
out
in
the street.
and test them no matter what you've done to them.
I'm coming, Crumble.
It really does help when you're doing map work.
yeah.
I wish you could sprint faster.
Although it's a pain in the arse in 19 because you have to put a water plane in it, otherwise it will not load.
Do you? When in map?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you can literally download the starter map, but if it hasn't got a water plane, you can't load it. It just crashes. It's for some unknown reason, Giants decided that's the system they wanted for 19, and no one can understand why. And it don't seem not even Giants have got a decent answer to why they've done that. Instead of just doing like they did on 17, it didn't matter either way.
Yeah, if you said to go falls as well, Dusty.
Because the silly thing is with it, if you've got a map that doesn't have water on it, you still have to have the water. You just got to stick it under the map. So you're then rendering something that doesn't need to be there. And the thing is, when you're trying to do things for console gamers, it's blooming stupid because you're already losing stuff before you've even started. And yet Giants say, oh, make sure when you're map making, don't put things in there you don't need because it can affect consolers, because obviously the slots that they get, it's like, alright, so then why are you forcing us to put a water plane on a map that doesn't have water then? It's sort of, they kind of a bit contradict each other, really. There we go.
It's Giants.
Yeah, it's what I was about to say, the wonderful world of a giant's brain. I'm assuming when they named the company, it wasn't in reference to their knowledge. It's be interesting to know how they come about their name, to be honest.
I'm assuming it's. I mean, maybe it's like a sort of joke about the size. Because there was only like 6 of them or something when they started, right?
Something like that, yeah. 6 or 8 of them, yeah.
So they thought they'd make a.
So I know a couple of them are alright by going by what Sam said. Because he gets on alright with a couple of them, but yeah, there's a couple there that apparently even a lot of the Giant staff don't get on all that well with. So, you know, tells you everything you need to know, really.
They don't like each other.
Must be a fun place to work.
Ooh. That sort of worked.
I'm
I'll
waiting
just
for
be-
Adam to make a massive mess with these bales.
I'll just be glad when the 16th gets here and I'll actually get a DLC that ain't focused on the Americans. Lovely.
I went to attach my favourite bale spike and then remembered it's for the telehandler. And then I remembered the telehandler only does 12 mile an hour, so I'm like, maybe not.
No, you'll have to use Crumble's got the nice BSM one for you to use.
Get a proper telehandler.
I couldn't afford it at the time.
Why don't you borrow
They're
mine?
very expensive.
Well, nick the one from the
Yeah,
garden
nick-
centre.
Yeah, or Nick, mine's in the well, I say mine and Nathan's is in the
Yeah, but yours is on the other side of the map.
well, get the one out the garden centre then.
I was going to buy Stu's second-hand one, but Yelly beat me to it by about 30 seconds.
Aw.
We were on the server at the same time, and we were both driving to the shop. I was like, I bet you he buys the telehandler. What
don't
turns up?
hide
Buys the
that for-
telehandler.
We'll have another
It's
meltdown.
literally about 30 seconds. He was changing the ownership and paying for it as I rolled up into the shop. I was like, what have you just brought?
Snooze, you lose.
I did sneeze. I actually had to stop on the road to sneeze. That was the thing. I sneezed and blew my nose, and then I turned up in the shop. He's buying it.
I'm sure someone will sell another one at some point. Probably
He said he
Nathan.
might sell it again in the future, but I was like, I'm not waiting that long.
Yeah, no doubt. Nathan will probably sell one at some point to buy something else that we don't need.
It's only 90 grand to buy a Merlot anyway, so they.
Yeah,
But then
I didn't want a Merlot because there's already 3 on the map.
that don't matter. It's the bestest one. Look wicked in black.
No,
I'll
it's
keep-
59.
Okay.
Well, 60 grand.
Yeah, I'll keep trying to talk Nathan into doing ours black because it just looks super cool.
How are these popped out again?
Why have I got a wire tickling my leg? Where's that come from?
I'm surprised
got two
nobody's
on.
bought the articulated one that swivels or
Oh,
rotates.
the Powell's.
Yeah,
I did think about it, and then I saw the price.
Yeah, 117 grand.
the trouble is with it is the boom reach ain't nowhere near good enough.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Then again,
It's,
the boom reach from the JCB isn't great.
'Cause that's a good thing with the Merlot. I think he's got the longest reach out of all the ones that are in it presently.
I think the New Holland's got a pretty good reach from it.
That's what's good with 19, the class one from the Platinum one. That's got the furthest reach.
It hasn't they got a 3-stage though? It's got a 3-stage boom?
I think it has, yeah. There is one for 19. It's just the Dewberry, the class. God, what's it called?
Scorpion.
That's the filler. But yeah, there is one in 17 because I've got it in single player.
Yeah. It's
Let's
quite a
see
high
if this
poly
is
model.
Still got the rear collision on it, Sean.
It's a good mob though.
Sam spent a while fixing this.
But I don't know whether anything would need doing to put it on the server. Because obviously Sam's quite thingy bob with what goes on here, so.
Well, there's no collision now, that's a good thing.
No harm in asking though.
I'm not very straight.
Would be nice
Over
to have some
top.
more class equipment on here.
Oh,
Especially if I do ever actually manage to get a farm, because I'm going to do baby Massies and then some class equipment.
what on earth is that stuff on? Is it just falling off the spikes?
I think you can guess what the tractors I'm going to have, no matter what.
Yes.
I'm going with JCB.
Oh, yeah.
Would you, if there was a 500, would you have that? The old 500, not the old one, the new one.
If there was a new one, yeah, I'd have one.
So you'd like all the fence that are on 19, because there's tons of classic ones on there now.
Oh, I left it in high gear.
Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of fence on 19. I think fence probably one of the most popular on there for modders and that. There's tons of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't go via the mod hub, the two biggest brands for the availability of models is JD and Fendt.
Oh, definitely John Deere. Yeah. I mean, everyone's been wanting it for so long, and now Giants have made their own models.
Yeah, but ain't even that. It's just like the private stuff. Like literally, it seems to be that modders seem to either go JD or Fendt. It's yeah, the only massive stuff that we've had has been
STV stuff, isn't it?
yeah, that's about it really. Other than that, is Stevie's not the Stevie the map maker that nobody likes. The actual, he's done Fenton Forest stuff like that. He basically done when 19 came out. He done his own versions of all the default machines, which are a lot better than because like you can have any colour you want. These increase the power very slightly. Most of them will do like 45 top speed. It's and he's slightly lowered the costs and things on them as well. It's and there's way more wheel options.
Pretend that one didn't happen. I should drive away and it will be
I'm
mandatory back on
surprised
the
that
trailer.
Rumble's trusting you to do the bales after all yours exploded the other week. All over your yard.
That was because it was a stack of about 100, maybe 200, and
You're stuck in my yard. Oh, you know.
I built it too high. I wanted to go high because I wanted the support of the roof to hold the top of the stack together, and that turned out to backfire quite badly.
Yeah, I've got single level.
You can only go one more high on these.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, when Sam edited them, he didn't do 4 layers on the bigger ones.
Yeah. That's right in the middle.
You missed.
Definitely need more farms though. I want a
That
pig
works
farm.
kind of well though, because I can just.
Have you got any pink spray paint, Crumble?
I can get some.
Because what I'm going to do, because I was speaking to Sam earlier, because when I was driving around yesterday, I realised that all of Yelly's pigs had gone.
Yeah,
But at first I thought they weren't rendering them, so I messaged Sam. And he was like, yeah, he's like, Yelly sells them every year, buys them, like when they're cheap and sells them. He's made like 800k. I said, right. I said, I'm
Nelly.
shaving all of our sheep and spraying these pink.
Evening, Oren.
Yelly is a millionaire though, isn't he? Is he sat at 6 or 7 million now?
Yeah, it ain't surprising when he's getting 800k each year for pigs.
Yeah.
That's bonkers. That's like, but they're like that on 19 with seasons, because you buy them as piglets in seasons on 19. And
Oh, they actually added in growth, didn't
yeah, and you buy them and they're like £45 each. And then you sell them when they get to like an optimum weight, which is about like 400 kilos. You make like £700-800 per pig. It's nuts. Yeah, you could easily do 4 or 5 million a year in just pigs.
they? That is pretty good.
It's but yeah, I want to be. We need to get on the update. We need to have more farms on here, so I can have a pig farm.
More farms.
Yeah, only one more.
Sam's talking about less farms.
No, just need more cake.
That's
Got
More
an
bribes.
Yeah, if you give him cake, he's all right.
Yeah, Yelly is the only millionaire at the minute.
Was
Yeah,
it 6 or 7?
1.
1?
Yeah.
yeah.
What's he brought?
Don't
I could
know.
have sworn he was at like 6 million last time I checked. Well, that does seem pretty high now, I think of it.
Yeah, he'll probably lose most of that million once he buys all his pigs again at the start of next year. So
He,
That's probably why he has so many livestock trailers, isn't it?
he doesn't
I
buy
wonder
that
why he
many.
has so many.
no, I know he breeds them.
And they just breed like rabbits. And
Mhm. Yeah, see, there's an idea. We need rabbits on here.
no, we
The
don't.
money you could make.
I
Or
remember
like
on,
guinea pig.
when we were on West Coast, we did about 10 Arctic loads of pigs.
What?
Jesus.
Well, there was me and Ian, I think, or me and Yelly carting pigs, and it was 10 loads each.
Jesus.
That's a lot of pigs.
Now, what I think is, 45, 50 pigs a pop?
Something like that.
Christ. So it's yeah, that's mental.
Animal. We've got animal. Oh, it doesn't tell you, does it?
Oh. Oh well.
That's a lot of bacon.
Yeah.
A whole load of bacon.
Things if I do get a farm, I've got to buy Molly back.
If you do the auto load thing once I've fully loaded this layer, and then unload it onto the trailer, and then I can place the rest of them on top because we've only got 4 left.
Oh yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, Nathan
Yeah.
won't let me keep Molly if I leave the farm.
Save your trip.
It's not fair.
I've forgotten how to use a front loader. It's been too long. That old Ford had to go. The only remnants of the Ford is the rear weight. It was one.
No, I found an abandoned weight earlier in the yard when I was clearing up. I can't pick it up.
By the pressure washer.
Yeah. I mean, where
I
it's
saw that
fallen
the other
over, I can't get in there, so I'll just tell Nathan he'll have to fix that. Be like, right, there you go. Get in
Just
there.
use your locking script on your bale fork.
Yeah, I'll get him to do that because I don't like that thing. It's no, it needs burning. That needs burning.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you're definitely going to have to ask Matt if you can put that, if like, we're allowed to use that Ford on here.
Well, it depends how well it comes out. I mean, it's pretty close. The
Yeah, but the
diffuse
guitar-
textures baking very well. I need to adjust the blue colour because at the moment I just want like a closely matched blue.
I actually like the blue colour when I saw it. I like that.
It's a bit darker and a
Yeah, but
bit
that's
less
what I like.
green than what he's used.
Yeah, I like the dark.
I'm going to match it to the green he's using his TWs.
Ooh. Yeah, no, we definitely. I mean, I know he probably wouldn't let you release it publicly, but it should be alright to
I
us to
wouldn't
use it on
think
this.
I think you're on your height limit there, Adam.
I am very close to it, yeah.
He might let you release it publicly on 17, no?
Depends how nice Matt is.
Either
How
that
good
or
I did
get
it.
either that or he'd release it publicly.
I mean, literally all I'm doing is baking a diffuse for him, so he might say no.
Yeah, it'd be
I
cool.
mean,
we
it
can
will
get
have to be re-gained, but it's not too different because he set it all up as 17 in the folder anyway.
Yeah.
All the same structure. I just have to put the FS17 code in, which is pretty similar anyway.
Yeah, it's not a great deal of difference.
Edge.
Yeah.
There's the last two.
Should have.
Please don't fly off at high speed.
See, I like my classic tractors, especially.
Yeah,
Fords.
modern classics are my favourite. Sort of late 80s to early 2000s.
Yeah. That's why I like the Massey pack and the Ford pack that I've got.
Yeah.
So, I'd say they're probably my 2 most used
Oh.
mods. Albeit the Massey was stolen. Yeah.
Just get strap the rest on, ain't it?
Stupid gearbox. I'm telling gearbox off. I'm fed up with it.
Yep.
I was praising it earlier, but
Told you, the only one
No.
that gets on with it
what?
is Crumble.
They've just fallen off. They were on the bale spikes. It was going so well, sort of.
Yeah,
Not
Crumble's
really.
the only one I know that gets on with the gearbox mod. I think Dusty uses it as well. When I drove his 80 the other day, it was on there.
It would be nice to have a proper clutch rather than auto clutch, but I haven't got anything to use for a clutch.
That's my issue, Adam.
Not enough buttons on the Xbox controller.
No, I've got a clutch.
I either go no brakes and clutch,
Doesn't
which I
support
don't
my
think is very wise. Alright, let's try this again.
The thing is, I don't want to use the paddles because I use the paddles for my indicators. So
I want to get myself a G20, whatever it is,
The
920 or
290.
whatever.
G29, I wouldn't bother.
Why
I had
not?
one and took it back because it's like a Fisher Price toy. It's horrendous. You're far better off if you're going to get a steering wheel. Then you're on that sort of budget. Get the Thrustmaster T300, which is the one below mine.
Has it got a
It's,
shifter on it?
these if you buy it separately, yeah.
Oh.
It's about 150. But the downside is it doesn't support that. So yeah, I mean, if you want it specifically for the gearbox thing, you are going to have to go with Logitech, unless you can get Ian to write it so that it supports Thrustmaster.
Oof.
Well, the actual
So-
game doesn't support Rockmaster.
No, the
Thrustmaster.
script doesn't. The game does. Like, I mean, everything.
Oh yeah,
So
the actual script's got support for G27, hasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, it's
And that's the one which came with the heat shifter.
yes. Yeah, I've got one in the loft.
Yeah, I was going to get the
kept
Logitech one,
mine.
which supports Xbox and PC, but
I kept mine because the G25, which is what the thingy, the gearbox came with, come with 2 gearboxes built into one. You got a little dial on it. You can twist so you get sequential or H pattern. And I kept it because on eBay they go for like 150 quid still. It's like worth bonkers money. And then I've got a 27 up there. And then I'm using the T500 RS by Frusser Master. And then also I've got, because I've got the Cytec side panel, although mine says Cytec on it, it come in a Logitech box. I also got the heavy duty steering wheel and pedals for that as well, which just sits in my room.
Yeah, that's the wheel I've got.
Yeah. It's you do know you can buy the Logitech gear shift on its own and get a USB connector for it. It's about 15 quid for the connector. Yeah, so if you look at well, yeah,
oh
that's
yeah,
true.
the clutch comes on pedals, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you got plastic
Is
pedals.
there
I've got
only 2 pedals on the Satec thing?
Yeah.
yes.
Ugh,
Yeah, Logitech's free.
that one's not moving.
It's but yeah, I've got
One more.
replica Porsche pedals, mine are.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're metal and you can flip them upside down as well. Yeah, they're T3 Pro ones. Because it
I
comes,
don't really know anything about.
my wheel originally came with 3 pedals, but they were plastic, and then that's why I went for this set, because it's the special deal they was doing was if you bought it in that time, they were giving you like 50 quid off plus putting the Pro pedals in with a box. So I was like, sod it, I'm going to get it. And then I bought the gear shifter about a month later. I got that on offer as well. I think it's like normally 180 for the TA something or other it's called. But I've got
even
like,
bother with gearbox. I'm so much better without gearbox.
well, I bought it originally because I do sim
There you
racing
go.
as well. It's, well, I used to do sim racing professionally, so I used it in that. And you're racing like classic cars because you can do all the heel and toe and everything. But
Ooh, fancy.
and I use it on trucking simulator as well, which is cool.
I haven't played Euro Truck in a few weeks.
So there's another thing I want to get for it for truck simulator, but I think the price that the people are charging is a bit steep. They've done a thing for the splitter boxes where you put, it's like another lever that goes on the top of what you've got with a couple of flip switches, but they want like 40 quid for it, and it's like 2 micro switches and a USB cable and some plastic. It's like, it's a bit much. I mean, if I could be bothered, I could make it myself, you know, for way less than they're charging, but it's already done. But the next thing I want to get Track IR.
Oh, that looks pretty good, that does.
Yeah, Crumble's got it, so has Ian.
I ain't got it.
Oh, I thought you had it.
No, Ian's got it. I ain't.
Oh, yeah, I knew Ian had it, but I thought you had it as well. See, I would like to get the virtual reality and see what pharmacies are, but I'm not paying £800 for that. They can get bent. It's yeah, I ain't paying that. Not on your Nelly the Elephant, mate.
Let's see if
I'd
I can
rather-
get this trailer back to the farm, shall we?
It's, yeah, for 800 quid I could build myself a pretty sweet PC, in all honesty. I've got a bloody bit of wind stuck in my chest, it's irritating the hell out of me.
Bales.
Oh, well, I missed that, didn't I? Ah, I missed it, the turning for that. But yeah, that's the next thing I want to get is Track IR.
How's your harvest going?
I'm done.
Oh, sweet.
Literally just tipping the first load now. Stick that in the stick that in the in my Dewberry, my Salor, ready for when Nathan wants to sell it. More
I've
likely when
completely emptied my wheat silo. I've only got barley left.
oh yeah, but you're feeding it to the cows, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy someone if.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
so
I
I think
probably am gonna have to buy some.
Crumble will be able to confirm, but I do believe Nathan sells most of his to the cow farmers.
Yeah, I've got to
So-
buy a load as well, because all of my fields are soybeans.
Yeah, well, there's plenty in there.
Once you have
'cause
crops planted.
this is the I think this is the full field of wheat that we've done. So there's I think we've got oats in there as well.
I'm surprised you can't feed oats to
Oh,
cows.
no, it's barley. Barley we've got in there, not wheat. But yeah, and this one's a wheat field. So and there's. Oh, what am I doing anyway? No, I did want it. No, I did want the second trailer, but yeah, there'd be plenty of you to buy off of him. So because we got lords here.
Hello, Chris. Got to be Chuck. Sounds good.
Because you buy a load of his bales and all, didn't you? His straw bales.
I didn't buy. I think it was Morton's field. I don't know, field 15. Whoever it was, Nathan was harvesting it, and they didn't want the straw, so I took it.
Bit wibbly wobbly.
Got the straw.
Yeah, we got loads of straw on. We're just about to get a load more because that entire wheat field I should do as bales as well. So,
Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly.
which is handy actually that I emptied that side of the that I sold the wall earlier because that'll be just perfect place to put these straw bales. Well, it's the only place I can put them now. Which is great. It's going to be even more lag. I added 100 and something, nearly 200 bales earlier in there.
I want to cheat. I'm going to reverse this trailer straight in the shed and leave them on the trailer.
You could unload them, and then the ones which aren't in the load will fall down onto the trailer, and you can unload those again.
Nah.
Well, Mark did eventually finish his field then.
Oh, the seeding. Nice. Agree.
Yeah, because when we left, he was just sat in the middle of the field, wasn't he? AFK.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I've just looked. It's all been done. So that's possibly what he did earlier when he came on and then found that the BJ was all full up. Trouble is, there's not a lot you can do when everyone's doing grass. I mean,
Yeah, I know most of his grass fields are to the bottom of the map, but
I use the bunker in our yard, but that's because we've got one there with nothing else in it. Whereas obviously you lot have already got stuff in yours. So
yeah, mine's still like the third floor.
it's obviously both the crumbles are full.
Yep.
That'd be a nice big carton job for you in a few weeks.
I've got a funny feeling I need both of mine.
Do you
Blimey.
use it all to feed?
Pretty much.
Wow.
How many times are you feeding them? Because when I had to feed them from red, because I left it for a week or so, I had to put 4 wagons of power food in, and I've got the biggest wagon.
Ian has edited something somewhere to make it so we can feed enough for 5 real life days.
Ah,
But I'm not sure if that was when it was on time sync, which would have been 10 game days.
Oh dear.
yeah, I mean, it was down to red, because I must have left it for like a week, and it went all the way down to red, and they took 4 full wagons. I was amazed. I thought 2 maybe, not 4.
No. I can put a good 3 or 4 wagons in.
That's when you're not having an argument with the robot.
When I ain't arguing
Oh.
with the robot, yeah.
They are so annoying. They just
Yeah, but at
the
least
fact
you
that they
got
have
one.
collision.
I got irritated earlier. I cleaned all the sheep out and everything. Put another bale in there. Drove up the other end of the yard, come back, and all the bloody grass was all over the floor again. I was like, seriously? I was like, literally just done that. So yeah, we need one of them robots in the sheepies, I think. So you can buy them, but Ian's done it so that it's scripted so that it's in the map and up and down. Whereas if you buy it in the shop, you have to physically drive it yourself.
Do you?
Mm.
I did not realise that.
Yeah, Ian's.
I'm pretty. Yeah, part of the mod is the whole point of it is you can set it up, isn't it?
Yeah, you set it up on your. Buy it, bring it down to your farm, or what have you, and then set it up. You just walk a course out and it does it.
Oh, I'll have to see if we can do that then.
Nathan should know that.
Oh, he hardly communicates anything. Adam's testament to that. I didn't know he was going away. Didn't, last 3 days I've basically had to use my own initiative because he just upped and left. I mean, the last time he went away, 2 weeks ago, I found out off of Dale that he'd actually gone because I was trying to get hold of him for 3 days and got nowhere. And then I put up and said, "Oh, no, does anyone want anything doing?" Because Nathan's gone AWOL, and then Dale said, "Oh, he's gone to his sister's." I said, "Oh, could let me know." You know, it's like the person that works with him on the game.
Yep.
It's like the third time he's done it now. I mean, you know, I don't want to know his entire itinerary, but just to say I'm going away for a few days would suffice. Here's a list of jobs that I'm doing.
Good thing about having my own farm and being the only worker.
Yes.
Downside is I've got to do
Everything.
Yeah, see, I don't mind doing everything. I'm quite happy doing that.
I'm doing everything at the moment. I mean,
Yeah,
even
that's
if I'm in a pretty good state, so I didn't have to do much.
Yeah, but that's it. The amount of time Nathan's away, I think I'm doing most of it. I mean, I've done like that last to do the fill the bunker up. I've done all the fert and everything on there, mowed it, raked most of it. Adam did a couple of fields for me yesterday.
Yeah,
And then-
I was mostly
and then-
paver.
Yep, and then me and Adam ran it all to the bunker yesterday. It's
I've managed to hook my cultivator on a fence post.
oh dear.
The little warning board.
I'm sure you're related to Crumble.
don't think so.
You ain't had any kids that you don't remember having, have you?
No,
At Adam's age.
definitely.
You know what it's like when you have a few beers. He's definitely not mine, he's too clever for that.
Crumble, your manure pile is about the same size as mine, actually.
Oh, that to be good then.
Mine is pretty humongous.
Would you just bugger off?
This is small piles.
Oh, please.
Wait till we hit winter.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it when they start increasing their output.
used to was doing that on bloody purpose.
What?
You two, but you both know damn well with me being PG and everything, you was leaving the doors wide open there, and he's like everything was going for it. Like, I couldn't say a word. He goes, "Oh man, it's torture."
Never mind.
See, see, I can be good. Unlike Adam,
So,
constantly naughty. Upset Mike and everything. 2 days on the trot, you've upset Mike now. I don't think you'll be getting a Christmas card off him this year.
I hope he's not too annoyed.
I don't know. He got pretty annoyed the other week when we was in proper lockdown. And he found out that's when Dale said that Nathan had gone to his sister's, and yeah, Mike weren't none too amused about that.
Was he supposed to be doing something for him?
No, because obviously we're all supposed to be in lockdown and all the rest of it. It's
Oh.
yeah, it's
Supposed to be staying at home.
because well, when that was Nathan messaged me about a message. He said, "Has anything been happening on Discord?" I said, "Not really." I said, "Mark had a go at you," and he said, "Did he?" And I screenshotted it. He said, "Oh, no one said anything." I said, "I ain't getting involved in that. And this feud between you and him. Well, I'm not defending anyone's position." It's, I was like, "Yeah, don't get involved in other people's domestics."
Nope.
It's and the thing is, you can't really defend it either, because to be quite honest, it's, you know, Mark have had a point. It's I mean, I don't care
So
what.
what is Nathan doing at his sister's house?
I think they just stay there and have barbecues and stuff. It's I mean, originally the first time he went there, they was actually going to help her sort of bushes and stuff out, but he said they never did it. So then they went back 2 weeks later, and but yeah, I don't know what they're doing down there specifically. I think his mum just likes being down at his sister's.
I mean, the
Just
latest law is you can get fined, arrested if you're found in someone else's house.
Yeah, that old nonsense though. At the end of the day, they know not enough police to bloody deal with the situation how it was, let alone going door to door to make sure everyone's in the houses they're supposed to be in. It's, see, what I want to know is if we are going to have a second wave, is it like a normal game where we can switch partners, or do we have to stick with the same ones?
I'm sticking with my one.
Not that I had one the first time round. That's why I'm kind of hoping that we can swap. Might see if I can lease one from somewhere. It's But yeah, I will be extremely surprised if we ain't in a second lockdown at some point the rest of this year. Let's face it, 2020's just been an absolute disaster from bloody January onwards. I mean, we had all the forest fires in Australia.
Yep.
Then we were apparently on the brink of World War III. Now we had coronavirus and everything. Now we've had all this stuff with that George Floyd or Floyd George, whatever his name was. And then it makes you wonder what's coming in the next 6 months. Oh, it's
Just debating which fields down here I plough up.
I mean, the
Like,
lockdown probably didn't really affect me massively, other than having to queue to go shopping. But it's, I mean, I didn't get to see my stepdad a lot, obviously, with his cancer and stuff, which was a raw pain in the backside. But I mean, at times you couldn't see him like when he has his chemo anyway for 2 weeks because he's vulnerable. So it's that's been hard. But other than that, I mean, it's been the boredom more than anything, not just like, you know, popping into town for something to do. It's that's been really irritating. I'm not going like down the coast and stuff, going to the arcades and bits, and having holiday cancelled.
We're supposed to go to California.
It's right for something. I was going
First
Great Yarm.
abroad holiday in about 8 years. That's a shame.
Yeah, I was going to Great Yarmouth, let alone California. Although, to be honest, you ain't far off with the weather we got now.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
a couple of sharks in your bath and you'll be well away.
Yeah, you first.
Yeah, I'm not getting in there. I'll get in the shower, they can't go in those.
Do you think I should do 98?
Yeah.
Or just leave that as grass?
I think you should do whatever you want to do.
Because it's quite small.
Oh, just empty me
June
tray.
12 is small, 98 ain't that small.
Lovely weather we got.
But then I've also got field 80 and 79 and 77 on the other side of the yard.
Yeah,
I'm a
but
bit
that
disappointed.
rural is the boom don't reach.
I'm very disappointed though that we haven't had the rain, because it looked like it was going to earlier, because it went proper black. But
Oh, yeah.
nothing.
And it
I
will
think we
It's-
had a tiny bit here.
But yeah, it still is. I mean, there's no stars up there, and it's annoying me because it's probably going to do it when I'm asleep, and I like the rain. It's very therapeutic, and I like the smell of it. And all when you get that, well, the dust has settled and that, it's
I
lovely.
think I'll do 77 and then maybe 80.
Yeah, I think that's what you should do as well.
That will leave me with
Uh,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I will get this. I'll finish at some point.
Oh, and you missed us using the clamp as a ramp.
I mean, 8 grass and 4 arable.
We was doing stunt jumps up the clamp.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, and in the yard we was going right down to the fence, and I was flooring it and just getting like massive amounts of air.
Surprisingly,
Well-
the weight of a 6-ton tractor landing on the clamp didn't compact it.
Yeah, God, Christ, it took ages. Even when Morton came with the JCB, it took
Yeah.
at least another half hour. And there's two of you on there, because you was on there with a Merlot and all.
Yeah.
Limiting. I don't reckon there's proper grass we had in there, you know. I reckon there's something else. Oh, hang on. What's happening here in Discord? We got a message. Ah, it's Nathan. Hello all. Blimey. Huh? The Wanderer returns. Here we go. Get ready for this. There we go. You remember where you live then. See, that's what I mean, perfect. I mean, he comes on just as I've finished doing the harvesting.
Yeah.
Tripical, that, isn't it? Absolutely tripical. I don't know. He should be the farmhand. I might demote him. do it
Do you
by
have the
vote.
power to do that?
Well, shouldn't have thought so. It's yeah, he's got the power to demote me, but I ain't got the power to demote him. It's his farm.
Evening, Nathan.
Evening. He's put ha funny. I've done the harvest of the wheat, dude. If you're listening,
Yeah, he's in chat.
I'm just going to bale it now on field 94, I think it is. You'll have to ask my field manager. Who knows? Let's go and take the Bella over there and then bring the... Is there any more fields need combine? Otherwise I'm bringing the machine back here.
I ain't got any at the minute.
I have, yeah.
No, yeah. Well, but you can discuss leasing costs. See, he's back now. He'll charge you like £1,000 per inch. It's, I mean, I've heard that works out rather cheap for Nathan usually, but it's, is he replying because I can't see the stream? I haven't got it on my screen.
Says he'll be
I've
on
got the
tomorrow.
stream on mute.
It'll be on tomorrow. Do you want me to leave the combine in any other field, or shall I take it up to Adam's, or Adam can come and get it?
I was joking about having crop.
Oh yeah, you've got all grass, haven't you, you turnip? Ugh.
I should have sent you up to field 1.
Yeah.
Payback.
It wouldn't have been. You would have found I would have hid your tract. I would have hid them in your farm, so you hide them in plain sight.
Yeah, he said he'll be on tomorrow to start the barley, Wayne. He'll be
Start
on
the barley.
tomorrow to start the barley.
What field's that?
You know what I mean?
I might as well take the combine over there, and then it's ready then. Yeah, I don't know what field he's got barley in.
I like how the trees aren't all the same like,
Ah,
ground
up by
plate.
Sam's, isn't it? Is it one of the ones up by Sam's?
It says just leave it in 94 for tonight.
Right, fair enough. Yeah, is our header trailer black? The one that was dumped that Adam found, because otherwise I don't know where it is.
I've just nicked someone else's.
Because we had to use it earlier to assist Sir Crumble.
It was by the
Oh.
garage.
What a flannel. What an absolute flannel.
What have you done?
Well, the boom's out on the combine. So I'm sitting there pressing the button to pipe in, and nothing's happening. And then I'm realising I'm still sat in a epoxy tractor. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's quite a bad mistake.
So you know why I can't be left unsupervised. And then that's it. That answers your question. Can I demote Nathan? There you go. Yeah. And people wonder why I've got a disabled badge on the back of my vehicle.
Look by 71, yeah. It was up by
Yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah.
Bullet Bill's repair shop.
Is that what it's called?
The little car repair spot, yeah.
Nice.
Bill's Autos or something.
Yeah, I noticed earlier that the milk place is named after Nathan.
Ironic
Or the-
how you're doing sheep.
Or the building that's next to
Well,
it's
no,
named after.
the water place is called Nathan's Sinks. I'm assuming it's a reference to the fact that Nathan had awful
Yes,
sinks.
because there's also a reference that if you go in the sheep pen, there's a sink in there. Then it says make sure you sink before filling or something or other. Because
Yeah,
I read it and I got this spelled sink wrong, and then I was like, oh, hang on.
yeah, so
I was
there's lots of
like-
little digs at Nathan and me. Well, I say little
but
digs.
Crumble's
Yeah, but you-
Fent Museum.
Yeah, I've got my Flint Museum. Nathan's got his sink shop and his little sign in his sheep shed. There's one
Well.
for Sam as well.
The Lego Man.
Yeah,
Sure.
Lego man.
Does he have one or not?
I don't think Ian does.
How did he get away with that one then?
I have no idea.
It's Ian. He's like, you do anything to me, I'll get you back with scripts.
Probably.
He's like a witch doctor with his skills. He's like, I'll lend you. Right, let's start bailing then. Oh, we're up to our budget, Nathan. I sold the wall because we had a great demand on the wall, and I've also sold the 3 trailer loads of pellets, and we're up to £323,328. So,
75 pence.
and we got a crap ton of grass bale, hay bales. We've got, I think it's about 180 odd in total that I got yesterday. And now I'm just doing the straw off a 94. Oh, that rhymes. Doing the straw on 94. Yo, whip you up a cup of cocoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh, plus you're going to get an extra hay bale here because there's 3/4 of one stuck in here.
I think it automatically immediately converts it to whatever kind of one.
It's but yeah, so we got plenty of pennies anyway. Oh no, he's just put in Discord. Oh yeah, go spending tomorrow. See what I mean? All my hard work, and he's
maybe
already
go
spent
spend it.
the money. So much for me getting my new toys. Not that I really wanted anything. Don't think
There'll be
there's
4
anything I
new
want.
tractors.
Yep, yeah, they're good. That'll be us down to about 30,000 tomorrow afternoon. Then.
You combine?
I'm gonna hide the money on Crumble's farm in the biscuit tin.
I wouldn't do that.
But it'd be safer on yours than it will in Nathan's bloody hands.
I have barely spent any money, so
No,
pretty safe for me.
Have Nathan work for you for an afternoon.
Oh, it's mid-autumn. I've just realised.
Yeah.
It certainly is.
I don't actually need to buy anything for my farm.
I don't think we do, but Nathan will find something to buy.
Well, I'll say I don't need seed and fur, and that's it.
There's things I would like, but not necessarily necessities. Like just little knick-knacky things. It's I'd like a bigger tedder, to be honest.
I need to buy a tedder.
You can buy our old one off us.
No.
Yeah.
I should immediately go bigger than that.
Oh, see, just like all
I mean,
the
I
other
have a
women.
merger. I'm not going to waste my time driving around 4-metre tedder.
Well, you leave my little tedder alone. She's lovely, she is. She's a good little workhorse.
Yeah, if I had my butterfly mode, I'd go for a bigger.
I've got a butterfly. That was my reward for getting them 4 fields that we did that was being sold all their grass in. That was my reward for that.
Oh yeah, and I came up with the idea of skinning the Lely stuff into fence stuff
Mm-hmm.
to please
Yeah,
you.
so
Would you
yeah.
buy the triples if they were in Fent colours?
Yes.
what's any question?
You'd have to buy.
Crumble would really buy anything if it was in Fent colours.
Well, put it this way: on the west coast, when we
Yeah.
were doing the west coast, I asked Sam if we could do an edit to the Land Rover with Fent green and red rims.
I suggested doing that for the Marshall Bale pack.
Because the
You didn't like that one.
repair trailer thingy majiggy, fuel trailer workshop thing, can do
Oh, yeah.
Fent.
You
can do
should
Fent colours.
you should see Crumble's wife's car. It's green with red wheels on it. Yeah, he's took the badge off it and put a Fent logo on there.
Yep.
Oh, talking of Fent, I found yesterday when I was clearing out the shed so we can move it to paint better behind, a bunch of key fobs, Challenger, and
Are you on about a game or real life?
real life.
No, sorry, like we don't have it in here.
Little key fobs, little transit vans with like the service decals of Fent and Challenger on them. Like
sweet.
bags of about 100 of them.
Really?
Yeah, no massive ones because all those went. But
Oh, no,
just
but
Fent and
you-
Challenger ones.
Would you sell like them? Not like the whole bag, just like
Oh
one
no,
of each.
they're like perished, the tiny little key fob soft things. I'll take some pictures of them.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd be interested in something like that. I like little
It's
things
literally
like
a
that.
bag of like 100 of them. They've been in there for like years.
Wouldn't use them.
They're old.
I'd put them up on my shelf. Crumble would definitely buy a Fent one if they're any good.
They're like those soft, sort of bendy ones. They're not hard or anything.
Yeah, I don't mind. It's
Yeah, you nearly got Mount Pumor built.
Mount what?
Mount Pumor.
We
you
should have
No.
to compare sizes of clones.
Do you remember Field 33 on West Coast?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a pile in there of cowmuck, and it was pretty much the length of the field. It was a good 600,000-700,000 litres.
Blimmin' Henry.
Plus the cow pit on the farm. The actual proper pit was full.
Christ.
I'm running out of space to store mine. Yeah, that's a good point actually. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about starting to pile it up in the cow field itself.
I was going to say, when you want to keep it, because it will be handy for doing your fields when they need you doing.
That's why I've got 2 muck pits.
Damn sight cheaper than buying fertiliser.
Did you request that?
Yes. When the map was built, I requested.
Ian didn't think that far ahead. Yeah,
That's
I'll
another
lit-
thing.
I'll
Or
bits
to the map
for-
update, we can have sheep muck as well, which will go towards us with our fertilising and whatnot.
I can just overcharge Nathan from them. Yeah.
Yeah, but we can get round that because we've got so many straw bales. We'll probably have enough here because we've already got a massive amount of compost, so we should be all right for the first fertilising anyway.
Well, beginning of this year, Nathan bought 3 truckloads of muck off me.
Yeah, I know. And I was at the shovel it all.
I think he brought 4, 5, maybe even 6 loads of his big spreader and my little spreader of manure.
Yeah, we do go for a fair
That was
whack.
ages ago.
See, what we need is a roller that we can use as a fertiliser as well. They do exist, but I don't think
Yeah,
Sam's put
just
one.
put the Cambridge rolls in the shop. You can change it to a weeder.
Yeah, because that well, it's basically free fertilising then.
Yeah.
Does take a while though.
Yeah, but in all fairness, when you're having to cart compost or manure around, it's you got to keep going back to fill up and stuff like that. It negates the time, and it's quicker to do it that way, and it's free, more or less. Obviously, I mean you got to pay for the upgrade, but it's only going to be a couple of £100 at most, isn't it? So because you've already got the rollers, so
Soon tell you.
I mean we could at least use it on the grass.
It might not even cost anything. Sometimes they're set to 0.
Yeah, it's so we could at least use that on the grass fields. It's not really realistic using it in a wheat field, to be honest, but
Here it is. That's
Yeah.
exactly what Cambridge rolls are used for.
yeah,
Because-
but not when you've got fully grown crop. It isn't.
True.
You'd have to be a bit mental as a farmer to go through your field with rollers on the back.
I think they're in cultivators. Kind of.
Yeah.
right at the
won't
end.
they?
But yeah, all the grass fields we should be able to use
It's
it.
that Two's thing.
There's 200 quid to change it from a cultivator to a weeder.
Yes, that's all right. That's easily negatable. Yeah, because I should be using that to sort these fields out before we planting them again.
I've got the SMS one. Oh, Ian bought it. I've never used it.
Because it's way faster than that 4-metre thing I used last time. Good thing is that you can just stick the cruise control on, put your tunes on, and off you go.
All of my kit's 6 metre.
Most of mine's 4 metre actually. I've got this 4 metre horse. I've got the 4 metre power harrow and cedar
I know.
from DLC.
Nathan's just upgraded the cedar, I think, to a 6. But yeah, our cultivators are the them triangle shaped things. What is what you was using earlier, Adam? We got 2 of those.
Have you?
Mm.
I thought I was the only one who had one of these.
Oh, it looks the
Yeah.
same. It's the same designers anyway. I don't know if it's the same
Yeah.
company. You
Chiseled.
Yeah.
Is it chisel cultivator?
something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's 3.
But yeah, so that's what I had to. I
Horse
used
Torrent.
that. He gave me that to do field 63.
This one's just the right size in my mind though. That
It took me
it looks
sodding
realistic. It looks realistic, and it doesn't take too long.
It does if you're
I
doing
think
field 63.
I'm doing 77. It's not far.
It's but yeah, so I should use the rollers this time round. I'll probably do that tomorrow when Nathan's doing the barley. I'll probably come in here with that and get that done so it's ready for him to get some winter something or other in here, winter wheat or whatever he's doing in this field.
I'll talk about wheat and stuff. What is the planting season?
Now,
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to speed up.
yeah, it's now, which is why I should jump on here tomorrow and get it done again. Especially when Nathan decides to go on holiday again in about 4 hours' time. I'm presuming he's still in the stream.
Are you watching my stream, Adam?
I am. What are you doing?
You'll see my beat in a minute.
What, are you
Oh,
going to
you're
drop some tunes? No, I didn't even know you could rap.
Only pink rap.
Yeah. I'm going to start calling him Crumble Stormzy in a minute.
Oh, that's a lot of beat.
It's everywhere.
How have I not seen that on any of your streams?
We weren't looking.
Because it was done before I streamed.
Oh, That'll be why.
Yeah, this was off field 12.
Ah.
Yeah, we've only got taters to do. Oh, you buying the tater harvester, Nathan? With our newfound wealth. Well, apparently we shared with Sam last time, and Nathan said he's considering buying his own, so...
As you do.
Well, yeah. As Nathan does.
If beets are going to be added as... Or, is it beets and potatoes or just beets?
Both. Every crop's being adjusted, but beets is definitely the one that Nathan confirmed to me a couple of weeks ago was being adjusted. But yeah, with what Sam's been saying on Discord, he's redoing every single crop to be more realistic.
I meant feed, not...
Oh yeah, it's just yeah. I don't think potatoes will be.
No, I think it's just beet.
Although technically cows do eat potatoes, but they do eat beets more than potatoes. It's only really pigs that eat spuds.
I might plant one field or 2 fields of wheat and barley, and then maybe 1 field of what do you call it? Sugar beets. Depending on how it goes.
You got to pump it up. Don't you know? See, I've got that in my head now. I'm about to see Crumble dropping beets everywhere. That's blooming TikTok there.
Are you going out ploughing, or are you just moving that out of the way or something?
Me? No, I was going to say I'm baling.
I know you're.
I've got the OD on the back.
Oh, I can see you. Hello. Hello! Can you see me, or is that too far for your render distance?
Yeah, I can see the tractor in field. Yeah, that one there, 77. I was waiting for it to come up on my mini map. I could see the edge of it. I was like, come on, come on. Yeah, I'm assuming Nathan isn't listening to the stream, so he's not replied in Discord to my comment.
Yeah,
You replied on the stream.
No, he's probably fallen asleep then.
Probably.
Or booted up single player to see what things he can buy in the shop with his newfound wealth.
Probably. Probably them both. Falling asleep, shop open.
Yeah, he's probably come on here in stealth mode. It's yeah, see, the only real thing I really want, which would be a long way off yet, is an 88. But the one I want...
87. 87.
Yeah. But yeah, I want the 400 horsepower engine. The downside to that is it comes out with... What did we say it was yesterday?
I think you said it was...
Near enough 300,000, wasn't it? I think
yeah,
it
312 or something like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
That's all of my money. I've got 312 right now.
Because I can't upgrade mine anymore. Nathan's already put the biggest engine in it. I mean, I don't really need it. I don't really need like many more power. Everything I do with this works perfectly fine. It's just, it's nice to know it's there if you need it.
I think I might, if I get round to doing the SFX properly, because I did them before I joined, and I was like, oh, we have these on, but I never really properly finished them.
Yeah, I definitely like an S version of both. Because it's in 19. It's just,
yeah.
Obviously, it hasn't come out in 17 with a bit.
If I get around to it, I'll do it, and then I'll buy one of those.
See, what you need
I don't want 2 Pumas.
Is do it as an upgrade for the one that we've got here that Sam put in, because then that way I ask Nathan if I can have it as an upgrade.
If I get round to it, I'll try and do the 76, 77 and 77S all as one pack.
I found a modded version online earlier. I haven't downloaded it, of the 80. Oh yeah. The S version of that in black. And the engine choices, are you ready for this, is 600, 1100 and 1500.
Is that it?
What do you mean, is that it? 1500 horsepower?
Oh,
yes,
yeah. I thought you meant pounds.
No,
for the cost.
But yeah, I was like, I want one.
It's just a touch unrealistic though, isn't it?
Daddy needs one. No, it's not realistic at all, talking at your arse.
I need to find out if beet replace wheat and barley or what.
I'm hoping it's an addition.
It's easy enough to do. Thing is, you don't actually need to add it to the animals. That's the easiest thing about it. Is all you do is the feeders. You just go into the XML and you add more crops it accepts to make total mixed ration. So then all you do is, it's what I did on 19. So I had mine, so it took corn,
Corn
potato.
would be nice.
Yep,
I'd like to feed them corn.
Wheat, sugar beets, silage, straw, and hay or grass, I think it was. And then all you do is you change the mix ratio, because you leave the output as total mixed ration, so you can put anything in there. Once it's mixed, it changes stats. So, like I say, you don't technically need to have it as a feed option within the game. I mean, obviously that's how Sam's going to do it, so that you can have it as a separate item. But yeah, it's you can just cheat it doing it, editing the mixers, which is how I've always done it, because it's just easier for me.
With the mixers, I always thought it would be pretty cool if you could just chuck, say, sugar beets or something in there, and it would mix it with like silage or something. So like just be the two of them.
You can literally just go into the XML and change it.
Obviously, the textures and stuff would work.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't like be able to. It'd still come out as total mixed ration, but yeah, you can edit it so you could only you could have it so you put straw in and TMR comes out of it.
That's just cheating, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but yeah, it's you could stick it so you put wood chips in there and TMR comes out of it. If it's in game, you can make TMR out of it if you edit the XML. So that's a good thing with it. Because I changed mine from hay to grass, because when I first downloaded Seasons on 19, because it's the positive way that they've done hay, that if you don't get any wind, it doesn't dry, and then what happens is it rains and all your grass naffs off somewhere else. So you're left without anything to feed the bloody tail. So I was like, right, I'm changing it to just grass instead of hay. It's
Crumble, that isn't the same bucket you just used to push the manure up, is it?
No, of course not.
it's right, cows won't complain. They sleep in the stuff.
Are you saving that for when it gets added as a feed, or are you just not selling it at the moment?
Saving it for feed.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah,
the
I
lighting's
know.
very nice at the moment. The screenshots, if you want to take some.
Yeah, I don't know what field we're putting beats in for next season. I know Nathan was on about them though. I suppose it all depends on what price Sam decides to do for them. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a massive leap from what there is now, but
It'd just be a small change, because he's already changed it a few times.
see, I said that I think that the best way to go about it is to do potatoes and beets at the same price as wheat, and also
Quite a bit
oats.
more though, isn't it?
Oats needs putting up in price, because like oats goes for way more than wheat and barley does in real life, but yet in here pretty much all three crops are worth more or less the same.
I mean, the issue is you've got to balance the fact that the yields are completely different, because obviously, like, you can hold 4 tons in a bucket. Like, what? You can't do that in real life, can you?
You put 4 ton in a bucket, you're going to snap someone.
Depends, if you're on a wheel loader you can put 4 ton in. I mean, you wouldn't on a telehandler, it wouldn't even lift it.
Tom said hi to everyone but me.
Yeah, wheel loaders, the big uns, they can, if you get a really, really big wheel loader, some of them can take up to 15 tons.
Oh yeah, but like,
You wouldn't have that on a farm. I mean, generally those sorts of things I use in mines, but yeah, normal telehandler would never lift 4 ton. The emergency safety system would cut and you wouldn't even be able to lift the boom. It's
hydraulic overload.
Yeah, it'd be risk of tipping.
No cleaning up. Oh.
Yeah, I think most telehandlers is about 2.5 ton.
It's
Give or
me,
take.
Adam. I'm playing the game as well.
Jesus.
Nathan's not got mic keys.
I've passed 11.
Yeah,
Was
no,
Nathan in
yeah.
the chat?
Yeah, Nathan's headset's coming from China. The bloke's using a canoe to get it here, we do believe. We ordered it about 8 weeks ago and it's still in here. I reckon time that headset gets here, the little sponge bit round it would probably have perished. Just in that blooming long.
I have to get a replacement immediately.
Do you know, I'm half on the stage of going on like eBay and getting him on them £5 things and sending it to him. Asking for his address, at least he's got bloody something that's doing my head in.
Send him a pair of Apple AirPods.
Yeah, I ain't getting a set. I ain't even got a set of those.
The wired ones, not the wireless.
Oh yeah,
ones.
yeah, but they're
I
just
don't
as expensive. 30 quid they are.
Are they?
Yeah.
For
I
what?
like to rip at the Apple headset, not the AirPods, the normal ones, the little earbud thingies. Yeah, I had to buy 2 of those in the space of a fortnight. I lost 2 pairs. Well, I lost the first one on the bus. I ordered another set, and then I lost those about 2 weeks later. I put them in the top of me then girlfriend's pushchair, and they fell out somewhere in the town. And I was, raging was not even close to how annoyed I was. Yeah. Yes, I wasn't amused.
Expensive mistake.
Yes. So then I bought myself another set, which I only wear indoors now. And then I bought myself a proper set of headphones to wear when I'm out because they're harder to lose.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, I've got the new sort of ergonomic shape ones with the lightning plug on the bottom.
yeah, that's
and then
what
I've got a pair of the really old ones with the
Yeah,
the
same.
sort of mesh on the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the both sets. But I'm not getting another iPhone because my contract ended the other day. Got me letter through from Hotel. I'm getting a Samsung. Yeah, I've had iPhone now for the last 5 years, so I'm going to Samsung again. Oh, they're good phones. See, the thing is, but the major reason why I'm changing from iPhone is because I'm sick and tired of being ripped off. That like the Samsung I'm getting, which is the same one my sister's got, costs half as much to buy. But yet the entire my iPhone 7 fits in the screen of her Samsung.
Ooh.
And it's like, yeah, and to get the same size screen, I'd have to buy an iPhone 11. Well, on O2, would cost me £76 a month, and they can go jog for it because I ain't paying that for a phone. It's just.
Have you seen the chat on the stream?
No, I'm not seeing the stream on what they're doing.
Tom said, "Wait, Wayne, you got on the bus so old," but he's put like loads of those.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the bus.
I use the bus to get to uni.
Yeah.
£350 for an entire year. Pass. Not too bad.
Right, well, this is me done.
Oh. Yeah, no, it's sometimes you have to use the bus. It doesn't make you old using the bus. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, loads of the young people use the bus.
In actual fact, more people are going to public transport these days. The cost is to insure a car.
Oh yeah, insurance for cars, fuel, and I mean parking.
And
Parking
you've
in
got
Coventry
all
city
these,
centre is ridiculous.
And you've got all these youngsters on about saving the planet and everything else. It's
Buses aren't that economical, especially at
No.
the moment when they're running around with one person on a double decker.
yeah, but see, the youngsters don't think like that because see, all they think is, oh, and a car off the road is better than for the environment. You know, they don't realise whilst they're sitting there with all their electrical devices on charge. Or they go, oh, yeah, Dad's bought an electric car. How are you charging it? He plugs it in, which is fueled by, oh yes, coal. So you do your bit for Greenpeace, mate, while I sit here and have this barbecue.
I'm off. So,
Oh, that's
catch you
right.
kids later.
Yeah, speak to you later.
Nice talking to you.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, dear me. Right.
Got to say bye to everyone in YouTube land.
Yeah, say bye to everybody in YouTube land.
Ta-ta.
Au revoir, stream.
Yeah.
Right.
Shesh Monch 2 and all the rest of it.
Doodly doodly. Right, I'll be back again on, well, back streaming again on Friday.
Ooh, are we going to be featured on Friday stream?
Don't know.
Going to be
You're on or not.
YouTube famous.
We'll probably be on every.
I can get a T-shirt printed that says I'm in Crumble stream. I think the women I'll get.
I'll probably be doing mug spreading and ploughing Friday.
I'll be doing whatever. Probably mopping out the toilet with my toothbrush now, Nathan.
Probably.
That's if he hasn't gone on holiday again by then.
Right.
I'll probably do some planting at some point.
Say goodnight to YouTube land.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.